Okay, it says we're live. Let's see. Let me do this check here.
Well, while you look at that, I'll tell a story. I was at this gay orgy the other night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Another
It was
one?
amazing. Yeah.
Go on.
Well, I got mopox.
Oh. Okay. Hey, I said we're live, dude.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Man,
Anyways.
what a
Awkward.
funny joke I just told, huh?
That
Good one.
That is good.
It was just a joke, by the way.
I still feel like you're not. Talk again.
I like
Check,
how it's
check.
Mopox. I like how you abbreviate it. Fucking sweet.
Check.
All right. You sound good.
All right, cool.
For some reason, it's not popping up on my YouTube yet.
Well, that's
Sus.
Does that mean we're not really live?
I got the notification.
You did? Okay.
I did.
As long as
That's
you got
cool.
the
I
notification.
didn't check my shit.
Oh, it is working here. Okay.
You're
Is the first like 10 minutes just start trying to figure out if you're live or not?
Usually, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I like this.
Yeah, because shit's too loud. The
Yeah.
names aren't right. All kinds of shit.
I come in
happens.
usually after it started already.
Yeah. I mean, the first several minutes are usually fucking around. But you know what? We've honed this machine and we got it going
I'm
pretty
not
good.
hating. I couldn't do this.
All right. You ready? You guys ready?
Yeah.
I am ready.
Born ready.
All right. I have to do this differently today. So here we go.
There you go.
Is it the end of the world?
Yes.
It is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid Juggalo world.
What is that? What are you doing?
To enjoy.
Oh, hold on, wait. I forgot to hit the button.
The fuck?
Hey, what's up? Hey! Woo! We're here. We're live. What's up, everyone?
Yeah.
My name is Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy, and this is Deck Wandell. This is my friend.
I'm Cover Low, y'all. This is Shane, y'all.
And we got Eric with joining us today, too. Eric's never been on the show.
Long time listener.
Yes. Thanks for joining us, bud.
Yeah.
Shane
Yeah.
Shane was on our gathering episode. I forgot.
Yeah, it was a long ass time
Been a
ago.
few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening to that episode, and like I was surprised to hear like you and Sean. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I forgot about
You've been
this.
giving me shit for 2 years about never coming on this podcast the whole time I've been on
I
here
know.
2 years ago.
I know.
Was it only 2? I thought it was like 3 or
Maybe.
4 years. ago.
We were talking about the Supa gathering, which I think was the 2019 was about to come up. So it's been that long.
Okay.
That was in like our first year, I think.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us again after 3 years, man.
It was a long travel, but it was worth it.
Shane lives 3 doors down, and I invite him over every week.
Like the band?
Yes, just like the band. He is my kryptonite.
Oh, man. 3 doors down. Are they billed at the gathering?
Probably.
They might.
You know what?
That
I'm
actually
they
would not
should be.
surprise me.
I wanted to bring up the gathering list so we could look at it and shit while we talk today. But we have Shane and Eric joining us today because we did want to talk about
we
gathering
have
shit.
Shane and Eric, the traitors. The turncoats, the defectors, the sellouts.
Wow.
Yeah. I sure.
No, they're good guys.
They're all right. They're not bad.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So, what do you guys know? Shane and Eric, you guys haven't really been in the Juggalo world lately, right?
No,
Not
definitely
really.
not.
I've dabbled, but
So, are you excited for the gathering?
I mean, excited is like wave 3
it's
of
kind of in our backyard, and
I know,
we
it's
used to
good.
travel states to go, but now it's a short drive, and we still aren't interested.
Yeah.
What
Get older,
what I try to tell people right now is Jay's got health problems now.
That's what I hear.
He's got heart issues. So
what I hear.
like any day now, it could be Jay's last day. It
Could be the
Jay's last gathering. It could
Yeah.
be any last.
You think they'll
anything.
continue to do it after Jay's gone?
The gathering probably. I would imagine. Yeah, you won't get ICP, but they'll still want to. They'll still figure out something to get the Juggalos together.
Who do you think would headline if there's no ICP?
It would probably be like a group effort. It'd probably be Shaggy, Jump Steady. They'd probably
Okay.
all. It'd be. I don't know if it would be. It's not going to be ICP, of course, but it's going to be a celebration.
It seems like if that happened, they would do like one more hurrah and then be done.
Yeah,
I think.
Maybe.
But what the fuck do I know? I haven't
don't
been to
know.
a gathering in 15 fucking
I don't think they
years.
could stop the gathering as long as Jump Steady's alive and Shaggy's alive. I don't think they would stop.
Bro,
the
as long as
gathering.
Juggalos exist, they'll gather.
yeah, and as long
Right?
well, yeah, I agree.
Someone has to put it together.
Juggalos.
Jump Steady does it all, dude.
Yeah.
And trust me, Jump Steady will do what Jay asks him to do, and Jay on his deathbed will say, "Keep the gathering going." I guarantee it. And Jump Steady will not let him down. Am I right? I'm right.
You are right.
You know I'm right.
So look, here's who's performing. Did you guys watch? Or I know you, Eric and Shane. You probably didn't. Derek or Scarper. Did you watch any of the fucking infomercial that was on the other day?
I didn't. I saw that they had one. Didn't they have a live stream as well?
Yeah, that was the infomercial.
Oh, okay.
So they did a live stream, which by the way, you guys, ICB's been doing these Patreon live streams for the past couple of years. It was on Patreon, then they moved to Twitch, and they're really like highly produced, like stage sets and big ideas and really cool shit. But they're always fucked up and like full of technical difficulties. Like shit doesn't start on time, and there's always bullshit. So of course the Juggalo Gathering infomercial that should have dropped like months ago, if you ask me, it just came out the other day, and it wasn't
Like
even
1 week before the thing
right,
goes.
and it wasn't even an infomercial. It was just them doing what the same shit they usually do on their Twitch stream during this.
I
But
saw that. I was like, "What is this? Is this?" Because I heard about the infomercial, and I was like, "This isn't the infomercial."
But it was cool. It started an hour and a half late, but once it started, like it was cool. I watched like the first half hour of it before I fell asleep. But it was just them talking about who's gonna be there and shit. But then the next morning, I got up. I was like, I'm gonna watch the rest of this, and it was blocked. YouTube blocked it.
They blocked it.
Blocked by Warner Music Group for probably because they were playing like artists who were gonna be at the gathering.
Oh, they definitely, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if YouTube blocked them for their own fucking music.
Yeah, probably their own music.
That happens all the time.
I know it's
They
fucking
don't-
preposterous.
Because of their old cards. They don't. I mean, yeah, that's still owned by like Def Jam and shit.
Yeah, I don't know
mean,
how that process works, but I think it's like all like digital. Like a computer decides, and if you don't
Yeah,
have the right
exactly.
licensing, they block you.
There's like no humans involved in that process. I don't think.
Probably not.
I know, and then you gotta like when the shit happens, you gotta get a hold of a human and be like, "Can you look at this?" And it's like it's 50-50 if they look at it.
They're
or
like,
not.
nah.
Yeah, they're like, eh.
I'm looking up here. Is there really a Texas Hold'em tournament at the fucking gathering?
Where's that?
August 4th in Mad Movies tent.
Oh, okay.
Fucking 2 p.m.
Yeah, that would be true.
That's
So
crazy.
obviously,
What are you interested now? There's gambling involved.
It's just
Now
like
they
that
gotcha.
it does not fit at all. That's
the
fucking
way
strange.
so the way this year works, it's the gathering of dreams, and each day is someone's dream. Okay, so the first day is the Juggalo dream, which is shit I'm assuming was voted on by Juggalos at some point. I have
Okay.
no idea. But then it's
Jump
Jump Steady,
Steady's
Jay,
dream.
and Shaggy.
So Jump Steady, Jay, and Shaggy picked everything that's going on their days.
Right. So the
So John
artist
said he's super into fucking poker. All right.
must be. That's my guess. So that just to provide some context as to why that might have been. Because look, even on
On the movies, he's got 1917.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
oh yeah, where is that?
Look at Jay's movies. I was looking at that last time.
Yeah, Jay's movies are mostly
the
fucking
Wrestler.
Actually, that's my bad. That is a movie. So that's a movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe it is an actual movie then.
All right.
Yeah, because wait, no, look, it says Texas Hold'em, Quest for Shangri-La, and Morton's List tournament. So, and they're doing it Into the Echo Side tournament also. So they're playing
That's
card
the
games.
Mad Movies tent.
Yes.
So most of the time, it looks like there's going to be movies going on, but there might be some other shit going on.
Oh,
there
by the
too.
way, have you seen Bad Trip?
No.
That shit's funny. I don't even like Eric Andre, but that shit's funny.
Okay.
Actually,
Eric Andre's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're crazy.
I like Idiocracy. Jay's got Idiocracy.
Yeah,
in
that's
there.
great.
That's funny.
And it's Idiocracy and then all Bigfoot movies.
Didn't we? Weren't we laughing that it was like Bigfoot movie?
Yeah, it's all fucking
I don't.
Bigfoot.
So if you guys don't know, Jay's obsessed with Bigfoot. He has been for a few years now.
yeah.
That's fucking funny.
There's a lot of shit going on, man. Just perusing through all this. I mean,
Yeah, they do
which
got a
there
lot-
always has been, but I mean, it's progressed. I mean,
Now
it's
the mystery
impressive.
seminar is, I mean, obviously.
I like how everything on Shaggy's is only Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's obsessed with. He's got that Star Wars tattoo on his fucking.
He covered
neck.
up his Roman numeral 2 he has on his neck. He covered up with a fucking Star Wars symbol.
Really?
Yeah, he loves that Star Wars shit.
And he bought a PS5 and learned how to stream on Twitch just to play Star Wars on Twitch.
I like the old school hip hop jam. It starts at 1. I probably won't even be up.
Bro, they were talking about the Juggalo Jukebox show. We have to see that.
Why?
That's like it's like Shaggy. I saw a clip of Shaggy on his Twitch actually, like in between playing a game. Like he's like talking. Like you never see Shaggy like excited about like shit like that. Really, like even on his podcast and stuff. But he was talking about the Juggalo Jukebox show. He's like we're doing shit that we've never played. He's like it's not just shit. So it's ICP show, but they're playing shit they've never played.
Oh, that's fucking
Really, that's dope.
And he said we've been practicing and like performing this. He's like, it's crazy how the shit still comes to you. He's like talking about it shit pretty candidly. It was really cool. But that's a must see. I think that's on the first night maybe.
That's pretty cool, man. Juggalo Jukebox show.
Yeah, whenever that is. Where's the fucking concerts?
It's
the yellow?
11 p.m. 11 p.m. on it's right there.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So 11 p.m. on Thursday.
Hey, we need a team to help set up, by the way.
So if you guys are like obviously
Like
old,
first day.
old as fuck now, how are you gonna stay up till like 4 a.m?
No,
Hell no.
no, of course not. Because like I want to see.
Derek's like, hell no.
Yeah, I want to see Big Hoodoo, which I think he's performing like. Look, Ishan's performing at 1 a.m. Big Hoodoo's performing at 3 a.m. Sorry,
Yeah,
I just
there's
don't. I'm just not watching Big
I would
Hoodoo.
love to see, because Big Hoodoo performed on the main stage last year, like at a prime time at like 9 o'clock or something, right?
Yeah, what the fuck?
And it was a fucking great show. He had pyrotechnic, like he had all kinds of shit going on. And his stage show was actually really fucking cool. And I would like to see him again, but I doubt he'll even have all that shit this time.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be on a little bullshit like chaos fucking stage or some shit. What are people saying in the chat, man? I can't see what's
Now,
people are going off.
Mikey
over there.
Clark at 9 p.m. I want to fucking see.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Because I mean, anything to have to do with Mikey Clark being with ICP again, I want to be there.
Dude, I want to see this Cybertronic spree too. They showed a clip of them on during the Gathering infomercial. They all dress like Transformers and play like 80s retro music.
What?
the fuck?
We got to
sounds
show
awesome.
a video of that.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
You guys aren't staying the night, are you?
Instead of spraying Fago, Jay's going to throw tea because of his heart thing. That's what I read in the Farmington Hills
Is it
Daily.
gonna be iced tea or is it gonna be like a chamomile tea?
Was that Valentine the Southwest Gangster? I was saying
Brisk tea.
Lipton brisk.
Yeah, it's going to be Lipton, Brisk.
It has to be on diet brisk.
It's going to
like
be
sugar.
Earl Grey, like hot Earl
Yes,
Grey.
Earl Grey.
Lemon lift.
They just come out with like giant like teapots.
Kettles.
And it's like they're like steaming and shit. And he like,
Just scalds the whole first row.
you know what'd be really cool is like giant tea bags,
Yeah, it would. No, okay.
and you just like
Yeah.
like spin them around by the string and
Now we're
throw 'em.
talking. Yes, please.
Bro, good. That's good.
A lot of stuff looks cool though.
Yeah, Steel Panthers playing.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix a Lot. That's cool. Let's see. We got Mikey Clark on this night, whatever night this is. So I would show you all this, but I don't have it set up.
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, nobody's seeing this.
Nope,
shit.
not
Right.
We're
This is great for the viewers.
There you go.
Yeah. What are you guys excited in the chat? I mean, if there's anything.
KRS One.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Here, let me zoom back in. It's hard to like see on this fucking thing. It's hard to read it. I don't know who a lot of the performers are, honestly, but I'm excited for the Juggalo Jukebox show. I'm definitely watching Cybertronic Spree, and I'm definitely watching Steel Panther. That's my main shit I want to see. And how the fuck does Wicked Wood get to play the main stage, but Big Hoodoo don't?
I don't know.
And what's up with the question mark? Between 9 and 10 p.m.
They have a secret performance.
Okay.
They said they will know when we get there at the gathering who it is. I think it'll be in the thing, in the booklet, he said, but it's a secret person.
Okay.
Juggalo Cypher auditions.
You gonna try out?
I might.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Definitely
Yo.
get that. Record this.
Oh, they're gonna they're revealing who Morton is.
Morton revealed.
Cool.
Like for Morton's list, Morton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta see these fucking seminars. Oh, you know what? That's funny. I was gonna mention this when I was watching the fucking infomercial the other day. I fell asleep to it. Right, me and my wife. I just had it on and like to fall asleep to, but she was like, of course, kind of paying attention. She knows I'm going to the gathering, of course,
Right.
and like, is like okay with me going, but still like just sketched out in general about
Yeah,
me,
rightfully so.
me being. I mean, judging by the pictures and shit, I
Hasn't
take.
she been to one with you?
No.
Once
No,
she
she didn't.
she went to the one here that we snuck into that was in Pataskala. We went just to see ICP.
In
We-
like 2006.
Yeah.
That we snuck into that one.
she was
too.
pregnant with Alexis at that time.
Yeah, it was muddy as fuck. I remember that.
Dude, bad.
It was bad.
But anyways, we were watching that, and then like she decided, by the way, that she's like, well, since you're going to the gathering, I'm just gonna go down to Florida and visit my dad. I was like, all right, fucking hey, go for it. She's like, I don't want you going. She's like, I don't want you going to like the foam party and wet T-shirt contest and shit. I was like, how do you even know about this?
Dude,
She did her own
So
research.
she was watching the fucking infomercial after I went to sleep.
Wow. Adina knows nothing about this
You
shit,
fucked
dude.
up. Nothing. By the way, I remember those back in the day.
Yeah.
The foam parties and
Yeah,
shit.
I never did that, but
Yeah, you did. You went to the foam
I don't
party.
remember the phone party.
Yeah.
I like walked by it. I never like went.
Yeah,
into it.
I think maybe we
I
did
think
that.
there was a. I think I might have walked into one of them in the
walked in like,
Garrettsville days.
walked in and like danced a jig and got out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably.
But
We're too busy doing dumb shit back then.
yeah, my wife knows nothing about the gathering, dude. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
She knows ICP and Juggalos are going to be there. That's it.
Well, my wife knows that there's like sluts and gothic bitches there, and,
Sluts and gothic bitches.
and she's nervous about.
Aren't those the same thing?
She's she's nervous about my affinity toward both.
What the fuck?
What time do you guys plan on? So you're
Still in-
driving
you're
back.
Still, you're almost 40 and you're still into goth bitches.
Yeah, I guess so.
Goth women. I'm sorry.
No, sluts, skanks.
Goth sluts and skanks.
What are you asking, Jay?
What time are you guys coming back? Are you like driving back late at night?
When I get tired, I guess. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
now that she's gonna be gone, I don't.
Neither one of you drink very much, do you?
No.
So it's not like you're gonna be like drunk driving
Me and
back.
me and Jared went last year and we did the same thing. We went. We would show up there around noon. We'd hang out. Fuck, we left. We would even leave like midday, go do something, and then come back.
Sure.
And like catch the ICP or some whatever
Like,
show.
I want to stick around and like get footage and talk to people and
Right.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
so I'll be doing a lot of that. I think most of the time, but I do want to hang out most of the day. After the main concerts that I want to see at night, I'll be pretty much ready to roll. But I might stick around just to talk to some fucking dumb, drunk juggalos and shit. You know, might be fun.
Yeah, and especially if we have some of our friends that we've
We've met a lot of cool people like doing the show. You know,
Do you?
Yeah, so
Okay.
So if they show up, I'd definitely like.
So
to
you
hang
plan
out
on
with
meeting
them.
up with people there? I mean, like
Yeah.
we talked earlier. Ben's gonna go. Sean's going.
Yep.
So personal, like friends of ours.
Personal
But there's
buddies.
other people like online that are coming.
yeah, a lot
Fuck
of our juggalo homies we've met from doing this show will be there. So
Hope so. Anyway,
yeah.
there's
Very
definitely some
cool.
people I want to meet in person.
Yeah, I know. I wish DC was coming, but he said he'd be at Hollow Wicked if you want to do Hollow Wicked. You guys want to go Hollow Wicked?
Is it in Detroit?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Then no.
Nah.
No. I'm not going to Detroit. dog. No, thank you.
Y'all are bitches.
You can live stream it. I'll watch the live stream.
All right,
How about that?
deal.
It's a middle ground.
Not at all. You're doing nothing. You're just
We need
watching
to
a video.
fucking.
I'm not putting myself in danger to go see ICP.
They need to hurry up
No.
and get
Detroit
VR
ain't
shit
dangerous.
to the point where like
Shout out to Detroit.
we could, you could wear a VR headset
Right.
and then like you could be there.
That's
you know?
definitely coming. Yeah.
Yes, that would be incredible.
They don't
mean-
do anything like that now.
You can just buy like a 3D camera, like a 360-degree camera. I mean,
Right.
They make them. You just record it, and it'd be that. Yeah.
It'd be cool if like he could have the VR headset on at home and we'd have the 3D camera and it was on like a gyro. It could like rotate and like when
Yeah.
he turned and we would just like hold it for him.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be very cool.
Or we just put it on our head like a hat, like a propeller hat.
Yeah, like a Google Drive, like
Yes.
a Google Maps car.
That would be-
Propeller. hat.
now we're talking.
We'd be like a human Google Maps car.
Yes.
Yeah. There you
That
go.
sounds cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that would be cool.
But how would that work with multiple people? Like if both of us are
Oh
on.
yeah. You would have well, if you do a 360 camera, it's always recording from all angles. So whoever watches the stream would just tap. I mean, they just
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the camera wouldn't actually have to turn.
Yeah.
It's recording in 360 degrees all the time.
My
so.
my old phone, I actually had a 360 cam attachment for it, but the phone just kind of sucks. So it would like overheat every time you use that
Yeah.
camera.
It was a little ahead of time
Yeah, it was.
technology-wise.
Nevertheless,
But no, I'm not going to
Juggalos,
Detroit, ever.
ICP.
Are you guys definitely going to that?
to what? The phone party?
No, the Detroit.
No, I'm not going to the phone party. Not going.
That's what you've been thinking about the entire time since we're.
catch you guys.
We have
By the way, I don't know why the phone party is like the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is? How is that?
Why
Like,
is that?
fucking do not get near foam. There's girls in there.
She go to
We know
like-
what happens in foam.
She went to one crazy phone party in like 2004.
By the way,
and
foam
set the
parties are
tone
definitely
forever.
not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And
Especially at a campground where like the foam hits the dirt.
The
and
foam's
it's
just gonna be
mud.
like dirt
Yeah.
and foam.
It turns into mud.
hot take, they're not very good. Phone parties are overrated.
They're
AF.
trash. I remember I went to one time, I think in North Carolina, and it was like there were like 3 people in there, like fuck, like stupid techno music playing. I was like, this is sweet.
Yeah, all I can see is glow sticks, foam turning into mud with like nasty. Just,
yeah.
Like
It's
you're
not the right
literally in
setting.
like a pig pen.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know that the gathering.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the gathering I don't think had a foam party like legit. I think it was like one of the campsites near us had that. Remember that huge DJ thing?
Yeah. That's
They
the
had
one
a foam party.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember
Yeah.
that.
That's what I don't. It wasn't like sponsored by the gathering.
You're
it was like
right.
somebody else.
Huh.
They probably saw that and was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do that next year."
And there's campgrounds here, right? Shows you how often I've been. To
Yeah, I
Legend
don't
Valley.
have any.
Yeah,
I have
there
no
is.
clue.
There is.
You can literally just take a tent and camp anywhere. You don't have to.
Really?
have
There's
a
not like
campsite.
zones or
There's no
anything.
trails like
Nope.
there was in Garrettsville.
Can you bring a fucking RV?
You have to get a car pass,
Yeah.
but those sold out within minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
They have that shit, but it all sells out pretty
Okay.
quick. Yeah.
I'm just wondering how the setup compared to what we were used to.
But literally, the big parking lot. You park in the big parking lot. You walk down to the main entrance. You walk in. You walk down. There's the main stage area. There's all concession tents and shit for all the merch.
Okay.
And then there's like big lots and sections all surrounded that are all the camping sections
Cool.
and shit.
Cool.
So there's not a lot of like walking trails and shit like that.
Well, that's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. That stuff was cool before, but it's definitely kind of sketchy.
The cool thing about Garrettsville is like it was like out. They had the fucking like pond or whatever, and like
Yeah,
they had tons
the
of cool shit
rock
you could go
quarry.
do. Yeah, rock
Yeah.
quarry,
I like Garrettsville will always be my favorite spot, but this spot's cool, but there's no shade.
Oh,
So you're just baking all day.
Yeah, you're baking all.
Yeah, that's kinda whack.
Especially last year because it wasn't. It was. I think it was in June or something last year, and it was hot as fuck.
yeah, and a lot of these
June or
people don't
July.
shower regularly, so you know it's not going to smell particularly great. Because usually the showering setup at these places aren't good. When I went to like Garrettsville, I'd maybe shower once the whole weekend.
Oh, dude, I would bring just water and soap.
Yeah,
just dump
literally
it on you,
hobo bath at the campsite.
man.
Yeah, pretty much.
and then jump in the rock quarry.
Yeah,
You had an impromptu bath that one year.
yeah, I did have an impromptu bath.
Remember that? I always remember that story. Chris, our buddy Chris told. ASMR Chris, by the way, for you watchers that know about that. ASMR Chris did a. He had a shower one day where he was really drunk. He woke up, tried to take a shower, and it was like just dripping.
I had no pressure
And
or
he
something.
I think he shit himself. Yeah, that was the whole story. He shit himself because he was so
Okay.
drunk. He was so drunk he shit himself. So he's like, "Oh, okay, I need to go to the shower." So he went to the shower, and when he turned it on, all it did was drip. So he had to sit there. Oh, he had to sit there and let it collect.
One
his-
drip.
Yeah. So he sat there and let it collect. in
You're
his
talking about
hand.
shit, clean off shit too.
Yeah.
Bro,
like,
I would
there's
just-
like a handful.
I would just start. I would just start. I would just
Dude, he
start,
tells
take a
that
beer.
story. It's hilarious.
I would just
Yeah.
like take a beer and clean
No,
myself.
I would have jumped in the fucking lake or whatever.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
said, but I don't even.
That's
think
better
No
than having
way,
shit on
dude.
yourself.
I don't even think he thought.
I think he was
about
just too
that.
committed at that point. He got in there and he was just gonna ride it out. It probably took forever.
I showered in that thing. It was not ideal.
Justin Manning
Whack.
wants Eric and Shane to know it's basically a temporary Skid Row.
Oh, like talking about like the homeless tent city, like in
Oh,
LA. Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
for Legend Valley, that would make sense. Like
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
that-
shanty
that
town
makes
esque.
sense.
Yeah, well,
All right, so look on Thursday, which is my birthday. Like 12:30 is the lingerie contest, and then the foam party. Keep me away from that.
By the
I
way,
will.
it's your goddamn birthday. You can't go to a foam party.
No,
yeah. What
no
the hell?
way.
Are you allowed to watch?
Happy
the lingerie?
birthday, bitch.
No,
I can't.
way.
I'm not allowed.
You know what we're gonna do instead? We're gonna watch 1917.
Yes. Yes. I'll just tell. I'll be at the gathering. She'll look at location and see I'm at the gathering. I'm like, I'm watching 1917, and I'll
go
take
see-
a,
Just like leave your phone on a seat there and point it at the screen and be like,
How
"Look,
good is your
like
lo-
live stream?"
Is the location on your phone so particular that it's like shows you at the foam party?
Yeah, she'll know. She'll know I'm at. She's looking at the map of the gathering. I know you're at the Shadowlands tent or whatever. The fuck
No,
it is.
just live
The
stream your
dream
phone
stage.
at the 1917. We'll leave your phone there. We'll walk away.
So stupid.
At least go to lingerie contest. Come on, man.
Nope, not allowed.
You're not allowed to go to that either.
Come
No,
on.
not allowed to
Come
do
on.
that. A wet T-shirt. When's the wet T-shirt contest? Keep me away from that. Friday at 4.
I'll definitely make sure you do not get near any attractive women at all,
Oh wow.
which won't be hard.
All right, good.
gonna say,
Oh
let's-
look,
yeah.
There's also the world's most dangerous stunt show featuring Superhuman. Remember, you know that guy?
No.
He's the one dude that's always he's like viral on Twitter. He goes like fuck this shit, and he jumps onto shit and just
Yes, I
fucks
know
himself
that
up,
is,
and he
yeah.
goes oh.
Yeah. He's like not at all a stunt man.
He's like, this one goes to my juggalos and juggalettes. This one's called jumping in the glass. Fuck this shit, and then he jumps and like really fucks himself up.
No shit. I know who the guy is.
Badly, and then
Wasn't he on like Tosh.0 or something like that?
I
at
think
some
so,
point?
yeah.
You guys' algorithm's different than mine. I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
this
I
dude.
never saw that dude.
Never seen that guy.
You want to watch a video?
Yeah, play it.
I mean, you can play. Why not promote the dude?
Yeah.
He's got his own thing going. Shit.
Are you gonna put it on the screen?
Yes.
We're on a boring show right now. We're not showing anything.
Here he is. I know.
This is Superhuman TV show, and this is the House of Carnage. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop! Ah, 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 fuck this shit! Whoop whoop! Ah,
You ever seen this?
That's all he does.
That was like cactuses.
Yeah.
It was cactuses, a computer screen.
There's some Legos in there I've seen.
Imagine like an entire crowd watching this guy do. Like,
Yeah.
That's so fucking.
All right. All right. I can get down with it.
What are we doing?
Sorry, we were just.
Just watching reels
We're
now.
watching TikToks.
Sorry, I see booty. I watch.
That's the compilation.
I was trying to watch Superhuman.
You can't go to the phone party, but you can, watch booty TikToks. I can copy that.
I didn't mean to.
You paused on it for like 15 seconds. I had to like snap you out of it. Come on, bud.
Oh, shit.
Here he goes again.
All right.
Oh man, don't jump on that shit with that Malenko shirt. You're gonna fucking ruin it.
I don't know what the fuck. His shit like won't play for me. Here.
Super humming.
He's.
This is Superhuman TV show. Today I'll be running into this fridge. This is for the Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop!
No, he takes his shirt off,
Oh, that's
motherfucker.
Fuck this shit! Whoop whoop!
What was that run?
He took like 75 steps.
Dude, I'm more worried about that run than anything.
There's no way that hurt at
That
all.
was
by the way.
amazing.
Okay.
He loves cacti.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's probably from Arizona. I would imagine it looks like it.
Oh, dude, that one definitely actually hurt.
Oh God.
So that's that guy's whole gimmick. He'll be.
And you know what? Hate all you want. That motherfucker's playing at the gathering.
He's
Yeah.
got 301,000 subscribers.
300,000 subscribers, and he's playing at the gathering.
Of him
So
doing,
say what you want.
It's just him doing that every day.
Yeah. As far as juggalos are concerned, that guy made it.
that's
He's doing
fucking
it.
funny.
He's doing it.
Dude,
So good
he's
for
got
him.
more subscribers than any Juggalo YouTuber has.
Oh, yeah,
than
dude.
actual like a actual Juggalo podcaster.
Good
Look,
for him.
he has his own hot sauce.
I mean, like there's more than just Juggalo subscribing to him,
That's
or
crazy.
or
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that much.
For sure.
Hey, good for him, man.
Drinking hot sauce and doing extreme stunts. Oh, look, he does toy reviews. That's funny. Oh man, that guy's great.
That's definitely on the spectrum.
Well, yeah. I mean that's going to be a performance worth watching. Honestly.
Where is he at now?
Where was he? Where did
He's
show?
no, you just.
Oh, sorry. Oh fuck, sorry.
It's right there. At 5
Oh.
o'clock, the Dream Stage.
All right, 5 o'clock, the Dream Stage, Friday, August 5th. You can watch Superhuman.
Oh, it's featuring him, so it's not fully his show, but it's featuring him.
I bet you it's almost all him.
Well, it's world's most dangerous stunt
it's
show
featuring. Yeah. Okay, so it might be his bag. Nonetheless, good for him.
So they probably
Dude,
just
that guy's gonna be doing that for a fucking hour.
yeah.
Holy shit!
well, you know,
Well-
you know what it is. It's probably going to be just like 3 stunts.
And then he's gonna roll around in pain.
Well, yeah, he's gonna do the thing. He's gonna roll around in pain. They're gonna take a while to set up the next thing. He's gonna
gonna
do it.
bullshit.
The fact that he
probably,
calls
yeah.
it a TV show is the best part about it.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Well, I mean, say what you want about ICP, man. They never cease to impress with like
Graffiti
just their
contests
lineup
and
and like
stuff.
what they have to do.
You gonna fucking tag some shit up with graffiti contest?
I'd like to.
Noon. Fucking
Hey,
get up early, bud.
Miss Juggalette, you have to go see Miss Juggalette.
Kyle's not allowed.
Not me. I'll go to the Mr. Juggalo at 4:30 on Wednesday, August 3rd.
Are you gonna compete in that?
No, I won't win. My physique isn't good enough.
Is there a lot of guys with hot bods? There?
Right. I feel like it's gonna be who has the best dad bod.
Dude, you probably have the best physique there. What are you talking about?
No, that one really giant fat guy with a huge belly that was having strippers dance on him, he's going to win that.
Oh,
Probably.
Touche.
Without a doubt.
Probably.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Like, I don't even have a chance.
Yeah. It's either you're like really like in good shape or like the opposite, polar opposite, which that's gonna win.
Well, you can as soon as you get there at noon, you'll come see us, hang out with us for 2 hours, chill with us. We'll be at the Shadowlands tent, or you could go watch a wedding. Boring.
Karaoke. That's kind of fun. That's
You-
probably
don't-
funner.
Don't
than
care.
us.
You can come to see us, and we'll let you karaoke.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And then after you can go get a free tattoo.
You can.
Yeah, free tattoos from 8 noon to 8 p.m. at the Dream Stage. Crazy.
All right. Well, we're gonna have fun. It'll be a good time.
So you guys doing it every day, or you just have the one slot the one day?
Just the
that
one slot.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys gonna like live stream the other days? Walk around?
We'll be filming content.
Yeah, we'll at least be taking video.
Okay.
And then we'll cut it up together.
Are you
and
guys
then
gonna do like interviews on the street type
Probably,
of stuff?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you should. You get a shit ton of content from that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan? That's what I want to. That's what I
No.
want to do.
No, what?
Not familiar.
He used to do all gas no brakes.
Nope.
You don't know about
Nope.
that? All right.
Nope.
He's the man. He goes like fucking like biker rallies and Trump rallies and like,
Oh, I know who he is.
and he's just a nerdy
Why is
dude.
he channel? Wasn't he on fucking?
His YouTube channel is called Channel 5
Yeah, but
News.
didn't
with
he used
Andrew
to be
Callahan.
on fucking?
all
was
gas
he-
no brakes? Yes.
No.
Wasn't he on one of that channel with a lot of those guys that were from California that did all those like little skits and characters?
Not that I know of.
Isn't he typically on fucking John Stewart? What the fuck's
Nope.
that? Yes, he's been on there. Yes.
Jon Stewart hasn't had a show in like
Not
10 years.
what the fuck's in Trevor Noah. He's been on that
Oh,
show.
I've never watched Trevor Noah one
Yeah,
time because I'm
but-
racist.
Okay, but he's on that show.
Yeah.
They like feature him. He's like one of the like people like John Oliver did that at one point.
Yeah.
Justin Minnie's asking, wait.
Just casually walk over the racism.
Yeah,
Not address that.
I'm going to. Justin Manny says, wait, what are you guys reviewing when you're there? And Violent J, the country singer, says, Pug Ugly, I guess.
If I can get my hands on Pug Ugly, that is what we'll be.
That is
discussing.
what we got our hands on it.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Well, yeah.
Jay himself sent us a demo copy.
Yeah, I was
of
trying
it.
to keep that secret from the jugs.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
spoiler alert.
Spoiler
Commercial for
Cut to commercial.
alert. Spoiler alert! It's amazing.
hey commercial.
Oh, you seem to have changed your tune on the Cartoon Nightmares. What changed your mind?
I'm
By the way, last week on the show we debuted this Cartoon Nightmare Devil Box. Go get yours at deck1del.com/shop.
Devil Box.
But as soon as we debuted it, Carver turned his back on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DC Fago guy, the Super Mario shirt. I was watching.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
cool.
No, this shit is whack, but I make money off of it. So
But you got props from Tom Wood.
yes, Tom Wood did say it was cool, but you know what? Fuck it.
Fuck you.
Commercial time.
Rude commercial. Oh, I wish I had the commercial. I'd play
Oh,
it.
you don't have the commercial up? You mother. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Get your Devil Box shirts.
Devil Box, brother. You know you love it. You know you want it. It looks good on everybody but me. Here.
I was like just disappointed.
Hey man, at least he's promoting the merch. All right.
I mean,
He's plugging the merch.
We spent time on this, and then he turns his back on it.
I turned heel on it last
He
week.
throws it in the trash.
At least he wears it.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I mean, he's still trying to.
No, because, you know.
As Beastmaster said, you got to get that bag.
Exactly.
Gotta get that bag.
On our Discord.
Shout out to
the
Beastmaster.
people in the Discord politely showed me that Tom Wood gave props to it, so I now like it again.
Oh, okay. That's all it took?
That's all it took.
Was for someone of some stature to say like, it
Yeah.
was pretty cool?
Yeah, like you, my friends, and my family could never do that.
Yeah.
It only takes somebody that has some stature, money, and
Followers.
Yes.
It's an artist's praise.
Exactly.
To an artist is a big deal.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Like my mom could tell me all she wants. You know, it's not going to matter.
Yeah. Oh, somebody made Von J Southwest Gangster said, "Go get the Deck One Delt logo for your free tattoo. That would be dope."
Ooh.
Tech one, don't.
Anyone,
Please don't.
anyone,
Please don't.
anyone
Yeah.
who does that, I'll let you suck my dick.
Don't do it, guys. Dude.
Wait, what?
Like literally, no one gets.
What?
Can't go to a phone party, can get his dick sucked.
Don't
Well, buy a
Makes
man.
sense.
Buy
Oh,
a man.
okay.
We don't have girl listeners, dude.
Okay.
I can't like if you come up to me with a Deck One Delt tattoo, I'm not gonna like. It's probably not gonna be the response you want. Like just. I really know. Like, don't do it for your own sake. Please don't do it.
What if they got a devil box tattoo? Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be cool?
I don't know about that either, man. Hey, you're talking to someone who has no tattoos. Like, I'm not.
That's true. That's true.
And you're talking to a couple guys over here who get tattoos for no reason.
Yeah, you guys get like $50 raffle tattoos.
Yeah.
It's $25
Oh,
raffles.
my bad.
Okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Justin
I'm
Manning,
adjusting for inflation.
Yeah. That's fair. It's probably $50 now. But
look into my
yeah.
eyes, Justin Manning. Don't do it. I'm telling you. I'm like being completely serious. Please do not get a Deck One Delt tattoo.
It's only on you forever.
I don't.
man.
I mean, like you're in the chat and you seem pretty cool. I don't really know you. You know,
Do it.
as a person,
You
don't
won't.
do it, man.
You won't. Heard you won't.
No, I'm just being fucking dead serious.
You should do it.
I'm gonna go and get a twisted tattoo at the free.
I mean,
tattoo.
you do.
I bet
whatever
you they wouldn't
want.
even do it. I bet you they
I'm gonna
would.
go, I would genuinely go ask.
They'd refuse it.
Like, can you just make it say Twiz?
Can you get
Lurder?
anything at the
Twizzler.
Can you get anything at the tattoo, or is it like so many different? Like
It's probably like
10
ha-
different things you can get.
It probably has to be like under 2 inches or some stupid.
Yeah, it's
shit.
probably small stuff, and you probably it would be
So
some
you could
set
do my
stuff where you
dick.
bring your own.
nice.
Oh,
Sorry.
That was pretty
appropriate soundbite.
Kyle came over to my house last night, and it was just our 2 wives and us hanging, and we talked about dicks literally for an hour.
My wife was very uncomfortable.
Are you sure?
She's not into talking about dicks.
I mean, that
sex, tits, pussy, nothing.
Well,
Obviously, you can't go to a
none of
phone
that-
party.
Maybe they don't know that other stuff, but you know they play like they don't want to talk about dicks. But
Yeah,
you know, in
see?
their mind,
Ooh.
The old, I don't want to hear about dicks. Talk more about dicks.
I love
Like,
talking.
Yeah.
I love
Ooh.
talking dicks. But
what you need to do is like look and see if like the camel toe's kind of throbbing and it's wet down there
What?
when you talk about dicks, and then you'll know for a
Yeah.
fact.
so if I just look, I'll know.
Yeah,
This pod took a turn. Hey man, I come over here to talk about ICP, okay?
If anybody knows
What is
anything about
this?
Eric, he's no dick gazer.
I'm not. That's a whole different other
What's up,
podcast.
crutch?
That'll be its own episode someday.
Oh mercy.
No mercy.
Yeah, how we go from getting Deck One Delt tattoos to
My bad. I
talking
said
about wives
2 inch.
and
Someone said 2
penises.
inch. 2 inch.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Random picture of monoxide. You can't really see.
Focus
it,
is
It's like the
primo.
ghost of monoxide.
Yeah.
That's a bad zoom or a bad focus.
Yeah.
I can't fix it, or I would.
Yeah. Well.
Well, do you just want to dive into the album, or do you want to talk any more gathering bullshit?
What's your like? What are you most excited about? Seriously.
The thing I'm most excited about, legit, other than doing the pod, that's the number one thing I'm excited about. But other than that, the number one thing I want to see is for sure that jukebox show.
This is gonna sound like a really dumb question, but is that your pod there, or is that anyone can pod there?
There's like 10 pods that
It's
are.
a tent full of people who are
Gotcha.
potty.
Yes.
You have to sign up, or you can just anyone can go.
We were invited
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
by one of the other pods that kind of like facilitated it with Jump Steady.
Dope.
Kind of set it up, and they invited us.
All
so
right, cool.
That's cool. Yeah, man. I only know a couple of the other pods that are going to be there. I haven't even heard of several of them, but some of them are our homies, and you know, we look forward to meeting them. Some of them are the opposite of our homies, and we don't look forward to seeing them there.
Uh-oh.
But
Explain.
Podcast beef.
Is that true?
Elaborate.
I mean, to an extent, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's people that don't like us there for sure.
No, man. We
What do you
We
mean?
had-
What do you mean?
we handled it, man.
Huh? What?
I'm
I don't know what's
If you-
happening.
if you know what I mean.
Juggalo beef.
It's handled, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't know what you
I
mean.
don't.
man.
Yeah, us, the listeners might know. I have no clue.
All right, don't worry
I
about it.
guess there's speculation that we did something and then another podcast basically stole the idea. And then they sent their people in our chat to say that we stole the idea from them.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So our next show, we kind of, we put a stop to it
Addressed it.
and addressed it and showed the proof
Okay.
Did this really happen? Okay. Why are you so fucking quiet?
I mean, hey, man, it's real deal shit. It's real,
Sorry for bringing it
serious
up.
business, man.
That was it. That's literally it. Nothing.
Serious
nothing
business. They
more
don't
than
want no
that.
smoke.
You guys gotta just set up a boxing ring. Just have at it at the
As
gathering.
far
What
as-
better place?
As far as creativity, they
Dukes.
don't want no smoke. As far as subscribers, they have way more than we do.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so they have bigger platforms. So yeah.
All we need to do is start titling our videos like "Violent J's dying for real," and like just lie, and then we'll get a lot of subscribers.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Okay.
It's called clickbait.
It's
okay.
clickbait. They do drama, clickbait, juggalo shit. But we don't do that. We have more integrity.
And then they sit and then like they sit there like Beavis and Butthead and just like giggle over dumb topics. Where we put on a fucking show.
This is a show for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I've literally never watched more than 10 seconds of the show. I don't know how it actually.
You're trashing them like you were like a previous
I
fan.
don't know. You like how I'm shitting on them?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Wait, go back to that. Did something happen at SummerSlam?
It looks like
Fucking ring
The
broke?
SummerSlam ring broke. Did that actually happen?
Oh, yeah. By the way, for you wrestling fans out there, let's talk about that a little bit. Vince McMahon retired. He's got non-disclosure agreements with women that he's paid $3 million to, that he's had sexual relations with and shit. Yeah.
Are you surprised by that?
No,
Genuinely?
not at
that
all.
does
Yeah.
not surprise me.
Not at all. But
At all.
Vince McMahon is like, they're coming down on him and he retired and shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna get the book thrown at him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually if people like that step down or retire, it's usually for good
Yeah,
reason.
remember when he would have people kissing his ass on Raw and shit back in the day?
Yeah, the funny thing is that you mentioned that.
Dude,
is
there's
that-
some fucking crazy clips of Vince McMahon.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
he's
he's saying like
hilarious.
the N word and shit to fucking Booker
I,
T.
dude, yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen that.
Dude, Vince McMahon is he's a piece of shit billionaire, but you gotta admit the entertainment he brought
He's not gonna.
throughout the years was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not gonna get in any trouble.
I mean, it's worth it just for that meme of like, you know that meme where it shows like Vince like in the chair. Where he's
yeah.
Yeah, now I think wasn't that wasn't that Stacy Keibler or something that was
Yes.
like stripping?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. That
Yeah.
that meme alone is worth it.
Or
and then
Trish-
the other one of him like marching down. It's
Yeah.
like me when I
He
know
broke
I'm
his,
right.
and he broke his quad. Then he tore both his quads or something at that point.
No, I don't know.
That dude's worth a fuck ton of money. by the
Yeah,
way.
he's a billionaire.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Billionaire for sure. But what the theory in the wrestling community is that it has nothing to do with the non-disclosure agreements with the women or anything. What it has to do is when Linda McMahon started getting into politics and she worked in the cabinet of Trump. That's when they really started building the cases trying to go after the McMahons.
Interesting.
Yeah, she got like a really good job like in the cabinet, and I remember seeing about that.
Really?
Like, that's that. Yeah, and I was like, it's like a secretary of something, and I was like, is that Vince McMahon's wife? And I googled it, and it really literally was.
That's
It's
fucking
crazy.
weird.
Yeah, super fucking weird. But no, I mean, I haven't watched wrestling in forever, but
Yeah,
good. It was good
The
back in the day.
product sucks. Like WWE's product nowadays really sucks.
does it?
Oh, it's horrible.
Is it?
Okay.
I don't know
Absolutely
about
horrible. But yet they're making more money than they've ever had for some reason. And since they've gone public, there's been all kinds of shady shit going on, dude. Insider trading, all kinds of shit.
I would believe it.
I mean, Vince might as well. And once you're a billionaire, just get out.
Yeah.
Like you got
Yeah.
enough,
that. Right
bro.
off into the sunset.
Yeah.
But they can't help it, dude. The McMahons are obsessed.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
obsessed.
it's a sickness at that
But
point.
can you imagine Vince McMahon doing anything else?
No.
Like shopping? Or like hanging out at a pool?
I like how that's the thing you think of. Like fucking shopping.
Well, I mean, what do you
being
want?
seen.
What do you think he wants to do? Just sit around and watch wrestling?
Dude, all he
Do you think that's what he wants?
No,
to
he
do?
wants the
knows.
clout. So
No,
that's-
no. That's all he fucking knows is WWE, bro. That's all he knows. He knows nothing else. He's a billionaire, but literally, like, what he's traded is he doesn't have a life. He knows nothing else. That's and it's the same way with it would be the same thing as Jay walking away from ICP, retiring from ICP. What could you see Jay doing? after he was forced to retire.
Mechanic.
He could do,
Changing your brakes.
What if Vince
Do it.
wanted to go be just because he doesn't want to sit at home, he's greeting at Walmart.
For the record, I could see Jay shopping. Just
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but like, what could he put his mind to that's not ICP?
Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to, dude.
You could DoorDash or something. Imagine like you order food and Jay drops it off.
or even Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Like, are you Vince
Try-
McMahon? He's like, yeah.
So Crutch says
Here's your Applebee's.
optimistically, Crutch says WWE will drastically improve soon with Triple H taking over. But here's the thing, Crutch. I don't think Triple H is taking over, and I don't think Vince McMahon really retired. I think it's a
Stephanie's
fake.
still behind.
No,
the
no,
scenes,
I
right?
think it's a fake retirement. Vince McMahon is still pulling the strings.
Probably.
He's just not on the show anymore. He's not going to be there, but he's going to be on. Triple H is going to be on the phone fucking 20 times a day with Vince McMahon, and they're going to be running that way. I mean, Vince McMahon still owns 80% of the fucking shares or whatever.
is
or
he
the boards
is he
or
like going to get
whatever.
in legal trouble? Is that what you're getting at?
I mean, dude, who knows?
What are the allegations? Like, not to stay on this much longer, but
Like multiple women that he's paid to hush money to,
Okay.
and sexual advancements.
Yeah.
and
They're trying to
possible-
Me Too him.
Possible,
but isn't
sexual
Me Too like
harassment.
dead at this point?
Or I
No,
don't know.
believe all women.
No,
I mean,
I won't.
You have to.
the product may get better. I'll give you that, Crutch. The product may get a little bit better as far as like TV 14 rating and shit. It may get a little bit better, but I don't see it ever reaching what it did in the late 90s. I just don't.
You think they're gonna bring back puppies?
Fuck no, man.
Come
Hell
on,
no.
dude. It's time for that shit to bounce
No,
back.
they're gonna no. They're in fact it's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna be women controlling everything. It's gonna be the women's division controlling everything.
Is anyone surprised that a like multi-billionaire dude is like doing shady sexual shit?
Hell no.
I mean, why?
I mean, he's dude. There's
No.
there's
No.
been stories.
That's the norm. What do you
There's
mean?
been stories since the '80s on Vince. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
but
I mean,
it was a private company for so long that nothing could happen to him.
so now that it's a publicly traded company.
It
now?
went public
Wow.
in
I
like
didn't know that.
2000 some. It went public in like the early 2010s, I
Bro,
believe.
I watched a sweet video earlier today. It was like an 11-minute video.
Shit's delicious.
I know.
Ooh, I
sk-
agree.
I skimmed through it, but because it was kind of hard to watch. But it was two like pretty attractive, like completely bare ass naked chicks, like in like a dungeon-esque kind of warehouse basement, and like there was no commentary, but they were like fighting, like fist fighting, like
Okay.
bloody. Like it went on for 11 minutes. They got bloody, were biting each other, like squeezing each other's tits and pussy lips and shit. It was not sexual, but it was really like disturbing.
Sounds like torture.
Yeah, it was.
What is?
I mean, I got half a chub, but I did not
He got
jerk
half a
off to
chub.
it.
What made you bring this up? I'm confused.
Talking about Vince McMahon and women fighting. It reminded me of that.
Okay, it's like all right.
Yeah, true. Crutch says,
I'll
yeah,
send it
true,
to
but
you.
Small changes
Thank
have
you.
already happened. They're actually called wrestlers again. Yeah, we'll see, man. It might get a little bit better. Hopefully, it does.
And I agree that Johnny Depp destroyed the Me Too movement. Yeah.
Did
Okay.
he?
Yeah,
Johnny Depp?
it was a win for men.
Single-handedly, he destroyed
It's a
it.
win for men.
I mean,
you
I
can't
think-
always believe women.
Well, they're trying to still throw Marilyn Manson under the bus.
Well, look at that guy though. You just look at Marilyn Manson. To be fair,
He's kind of a piece of shit.
he's just always kind of been
Just by looking at
a little
him,
a little askew.
by looks alone, I'll say he's a piece of shit.
Well, well, that's judging. I mean, you're allowed to, but
Hey, hold on. Let's pull back a little bit.
Okay.
okay.
I mean, we got to think about ICP here.
Yeah.
You know, we got Jay, we got Shaggy,
They look great.
who were on the road
Talking about Me Too.
for a
Too
long
and-
time
Oh.
in the 90s
Okay.
and had a lot of groupies
Yeah.
and had a lot of younger groupies coming up to him. So we got to be
Yeah.
careful here.
Yeah.
I'm sure they checked every ID. I'm sure they never had sex non-consensually.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
sure.
man.
I'm sure it was always cool, calm, and collected, and completely level-headed.
I'm just saying, man. If they got Vince McMahon, they can get Jay.
Nope, no, they
They
can't.
can get Shaggy.
They can't.
Yeah,
He
but
might be a sexual deviant, but
See,
behind
it's-
closed doors, he's a sweet, swell fella.
I feel like that, like Vince McMahon, like kind of like pursued, like people, like men in power, like pursue women and something like that. But literally, Jay and Shags was having it thrown at them in every city they went to. They didn't have to pursue it.
Yeah, you're right.
They literally just went to the bus and it would pick one that was standing
that is
outside the
that
bus.
is the difference. And Jay is you know, he's known for like falling in love.
This is true.
and like being a, you know.
But they probably didn't check ages or. So
Violent J, the country singer, said didn't women already try to sue Psychopathic? I think that was somebody who worked for them was suing them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's
I
see?
do recall that.
No
This
one
shit-
can escape me
yeah.
too.
There's already this shit has, you know, there's accusations against Psychopathic
Oh,
already.
copy
so
that.
I'm just
See?
saying we got to.
I'm out of the loop. I don't know. I haven't been a juggalo for a long time.
All right, man. It's all right.
No.
Being a juggalo is pretty boring these days. Unless you're a follower of Deck Window. All right. Let's listen to the album. How about that?
All right, let's get it.
Okay.
Now this was a gathering release of what year?
2014, I believe. I'll pull up the Wikipedia.
I'm trying to think of the last gathering I went to. When was that? When was the one we snuck into?
That was
What year?
2006.
06.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the last gathering I went to.
Last one I went
It
to.
was the last one I went to until last year.
You snuck into that one too, or you
I went. Yeah, it was. Yeah, just to see ICP.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this album, I remember listening to this album when it first came out. Like, it was right when I moved into this house, like within a month or two. Because I remember popping it on while I was in the shower. I don't know why I have that memory of this album. That's how I think of it, though. But I remember thinking it was underwhelming. And we had waited several years, if I'm not mistaken. When did Opaque Brotherhood come out? 2008? Something like that? So this was still several years after that. Let's pull it up. My mouse is like barely.
Well, you had Black Rain was 2003.
Black Rain was 2003?
Yeah. Or no. Yeah, no, Black Rain was 2003. So they had Tales from the Lowest Pod in what, 2001, 2002, Black Rain 2003, and then their next one wasn't until like 2008.
Yeah, I think that's when
9?
Opaque Brother. Let's look at that up. Opaque.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was.
2008.
Yeah, 2008.
All right.
So you had 4 years, or you had 4 or 5 years in between their second and third album. They hit a slope after that second one. They stopped thinking. They stopped doing shit with Dark Lotus after that second
Yeah.
one.
Oh, by the way, Kuma's all over this. Kuma did the production on this.
No, the production on this album is great.
It is.
I love the production on this album. It's
I do.
just-
I agree.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tracks and beats that I really
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, Kuma is a fucking fantastic producer.
I can
Yeah.
tell.
We're actually trying to get him to produce the next Joker's.
We put it on our flyer. Kuma for the 6 right here.
Yeah. Kuma is a very. I mean, he's the closest to Mikey Clark you're going to get
Okay.
Yeah.
in as far as what.
Oh, by the way, I guess during that infomercial, they said they're working with Mikey Clark again.
Are they really?
And supposedly he wants to do the 6th.
Really, Mikey Clark.
That's what they said. I
That's
didn't hear
what-
it because
okay.
I couldn't watch it myself.
I'm
but-
sorry, Kuma. I love you, but if Mikey Clark's going to say he's going to do it, then I'm down.
Of course. But Kuma's my second.
There's
pick.
no way to rewatch that. It's like totally not available.
There's a couple videos of some assholes like watching it and reacting to it, and I'm not watching that shit.
Dude, if Mikey Clark's making a 6, it's going to be fire.
I know,
It's going to be fire.
I know, dude.
Like, there's no doubt about it. But Kuma is also a great producer, and he's made some fantastic tracks for Psychopathic.
Yes, he has.
He's made he worked a lot on the Tales from the Lotus Pod.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Tales from Lotus Paw is great.
a lot of tracks
Great.
you've loved in the past.
Wait, Kuma didn't do Tales from Lotus Pod, did he?
Oh no, that was Mike P, wasn't it?
Mike P did most of that.
Yeah.
I think Mike
Yeah,
P and
okay.
Mikey Clark had.
Yeah, Mike P, Mikey Clark.
But
Okay.
he did all of Opaque Brotherhood, I think.
Okay. When did Kuma? When was the first time they started working with Kuma?
That's a great question. I don't know.
It was released almost on this date. Almost. It was released July 29th.
Yes,
This
oh,
album
yeah.
was.
And that's why DC suggested it. He said it was like the 8th anniversary.
Yeah.
And you know he knows his shit, so I trust him. But yeah, that's great. This is the 8th anniversary of this album. I never really gave it much of the time of day, like I said, but I do find redeeming qualities about it. I do like many songs on this album.
It has moments for somebody that's no longer like an avid juggalo. There's some moments in this album that they make me reminisce, bring me back. You can tell where ABK really is in this album. You know, he has his own sound, but I still really like Blaze.
Yeah.
I've always liked Blaze.
Blaze sounds great on this album. ABK, I think, is only on one track
He
on
is.
this album.
He is, but I knew it was him instantly.
Yeah, he has a very
His
distinct
signature
sound.
lisp. But yeah.
So this is like the first song on it. It was an intro before this, which the intro is actually really dope. But this song is just okay.
Violent J, the country singer, says Kuma might have been in the Black Rain. Did you like Black Rain at all?
I did like
The
Black Rain.
second one.
Yeah.
How many
So-
Dark Lotus albums are there?
4 total.
And they're only going to be 4 because Ice Beam Twisted.
It was either Toledo or Peoria that we stood in line for hours to get the first album. It was at the Gathering. I stood in the line just to get the Dark Lotus album.
I think it was Peoria.
Yeah, that year everybody was bumping that album.
Yeah,
that
dude.
was like the album.
Yeah,
Yes.
that year.
Wikipedia doesn't list Kuma and the producers. I don't
Really?
know
It's
how.
all Fritz the Cat, Mike
let
P.
me go Discogs though.
I mean, it's probably true. I don't know when Kuma started coming in, but Kuma is definitely a great producer for ICP.
Yeah, he is.
He understands them, and he brings back that Mikey Clark kind of sound, you know.
Okay.
As were some of these other producers that produce for ICP don't really, they're not able to grasp that, in my opinion.
Okay. They definitely have a signature sound, ICP
Yeah.
does. So,
When did it say that first album came out? Did it say?
The first Dark Lotus was 2001.
Okay.
so that would have been
That would have been
That is
Toledo.
Toledo.
Yeah.
Seagate Center, you know.
And then I think 2002, that the album everybody was bumping that year was A Hatchet History.
It was the first day of the gathering, you know, anticipated. It was my first gathering, and I waited. That was the first thing I did. As soon as the doors opened, I got that merch line and waited for like 3.5 hours to get the fucking Dark Lotus album. Spent part of the first day there, and it was worth it.
Justin Manning says the 6 needs more beatmaker tags.
No.
Well, Jay the Country Singer says, I disagree that Kuma and Mikey Clark are similar. They're not. I wouldn't say they're similar, but I would say Kuma is able to.
He can encapsulate ICP's
Yeah.
intended sound.
I think.
Ooh,
I
that's a
think.
good way to
Yeah, I
put
think Kuma can tap into that sound that gets the boys, Shaggy and Jay, to kind of rap and write the way Mikey Clark can get them to do it.
I don't like how Jay ends this verse. It's annoying him doing that shit. By the way.
Yeah.
I actually really like this song though. My head is haunted.
It says 2000. Alex said 2002. They also did the Gold Cross Tales. Is that true? Was it
2002, yeah, that would be.
literally a year later.
Yeah.
I remember that in Peoria.
I thought it was a few years later.
It was within a few months of the gathering. Mars was done.
Wow.
I remember that was Peoria for sure.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Huh. The 2002 gathering. I mean, it's not my favorite gathering, but it is one of the most memorable.
2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone got shot with fucking pepper spray.
Yeah, that. And, but also
They
the fuck-
revealed the wraith.
Also that
Yeah.
seminar.
Yes.
The
Right.
seminar, that big seminar in that
Well,
room.
And they stormed the stage when ICP come on. ICP only played like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and the barricades went down, and then they, you know,
That shit was crazy as fuck.
yeah, then they had to evacuate. So that was a good one.
That was crazy.
It was nuts.
That was a good one.
But the best thing that came out of that year.
Was you met Claire?
Well, no, I'm talking about 2002.
Oh, that was 2001. You met Claire, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think that was. No,
Was it?
I think it was Toledo. You're right. You're right.
2002 was the one where they had the seminar where Jay was wearing that like blue flannel on
Yeah.
stage, and they revealed the fucking they revealed the Wraith.
Yep.
And then it was on the big stage, the one where we booed Bubba Sparks off and
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we booed Bubba
Yeah, it was in the big arena.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was great.
It was like one of the biggest fucking ICP shows that's ever happened.
Yeah, it was enormous.
Yeah.
That was good times.
That shit was.
Fuck you, Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, everybody's like turned around and sat down. Remember that?
Because he was like late. He was like 45 minutes late or some shit.
And then he
And
was
he
like
came out talking shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you do that? I don't get that.
He thought he was bigger than he was, pretty much. And he got ice cubes
I
thrown
saw.
at him
I
and he
can't
got
remember what
pissed.
artist it was. I just saw someone recently posting something similar. They came late to the show, and then like people started throwing shit at them. They're a big artist too nowadays.
What?
And they started pelting them. They're like, "If you throw one more fucking thing, I'm leaving." And
That's
then they
Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
That was Kid Cudi at Rolling Loud.
Was
Yeah.
that at the gathering?
No, Kid Cudi was. This
This
was
was
at
just
Rolling
recent.
Loud.
Yeah.
Was where that happened. But yeah, I did see that. Mm-hmm. Fans don't give a fuck
They do
nowadays.
not give
Well,
a
I mean,
fuck.
especially we didn't give a fuck
I
about
watched
Ben
that video.
either.
Kid Cudi stormed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, they hit him in the face with a water bottle.
I watched
minutes
did,
prior
did
to that.
you see the video of the kid in the audience that threw it?
No.
There's a funny watched a funny compilation of it showed the video of like someone throwing something, him getting pissed, and then another person throwing it, but it chopped in the clip of this kid like in the audience like I'm gonna do it. And he throws, and it's the kid that throws the one that pisses him off.
Oh, really?
He throws it, and he's like, and the kid's like, ah! And, like it's a Snapchat video. It says like, we got Kid Cudi to leave.
That's great.
I don't know what assholes.
I
you
like
know?
Kid
Clout,
Cudi.
dude. I love Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi's great.
He's
but
all right.
Don't smack anybody in the face with a water bottle if you're performing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
you're
a
there
dick
to-
move.
You're there to see him, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't throw shit on stage.
Anybody throwing shit at people on stage are assholes.
You know,
Yeah.
don't talk shit to a crowd full of people that could fucking end your life.
That is
That's
that is
true.
true. I mean, when you got 100,000 people out there, there's bound to be at least a handful of
Some
assholes.
of these artists literally need to be knocked down a notch. Period.
Yeah.
Your ego's too fucking big. You need to be knocked down a notch.
Pretty much. Don't sit
I mean-
still singing into the mic
Yeah.
at 100,000 people show.
Is there that many people there?
At Rolling Loud, it's the biggest rap show nowadays.
That's
but
a
there's,
lot of fucking
there's
people.
more than 50,000 people there for sure. Yeah.
Nuts.
Where
But
was
yeah.
it?
I don't know where they have Rolling Loud. I don't know. I don't know.
Not to hate, but that sounds like a rap festival sounds fucking
Terrible.
terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Bad
Been
idea.
to a
Remember
lot
when Bone Thugs? I love Bone Thugs and Harmony when they came to the Gathering those first year and then the second year I think they came.
Yeah.
That shit was like some of the worst performance I've ever seen in
I
my
mean,
entire life.
To each their own.
Bone Thugs, yeah. They're
I
not
love
great.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I
Yeah.
do too, but they're not great performers.
No, their stage.
It's just
their
like
stage
six
performance
dudes like
trash.
running into each other talking over
The
each other.
only
Kinda like
good performer in Bone Thugs is Busy, and he's never there.
Correct.
He was definitely the shining star.
Well, yeah.
Agreed.
He's the one with the most charisma and energy on stage. Technically, I think I like Crazy Bones raps a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
better, but Busy has the most
Yeah.
energy and spontaneity as far as just all around.
This song's tight.
This is one of the songs I love. The track. Track's nice. It's like vintage.
the
It's like
beat-
reminds me of original.
The beat's dope. I really like the hook on this song.
Yeah.
I think the topic is cool.
Yeah. That's a good song. This is a good one.
It's a perfect Dark Lotus song.
Yeah. Agreed. Did you listen to this at all, Shane?
Not
Did
at
you do your
all.
homework?
No clue.
How dare you? I at least
When you start talking about the album again, I'm just like, yeah, I'm listening.
I mean,
Listen to it, man.
Even if it's like your first time hearing it, you can pick out something you either hate or dislike.
Man, it's
or
50
or
minutes
like
of your
about
life.
The Morbid song you played earlier, I actually
There's
like
just
a lot.
nothing memorable like the first album.
Not
man.
really.
it. Yeah, it's not like that.
That first album just stands out so much.
The
Yeah.
magic isn't there, but there are a few tracks that get close on this album. I'll say that.
Yeah, the first two albums are, to me, are pretty tough to beat.
This song's in top 5.
Pretty
I
tough.
think, on this album.
I agree. I literally all I did was to peruse this album and just put it on while I drove to work on my way home. I mean, it's only an hour. You
listen-
scroll through TikTok that long probably every day.
I probably listened to it like 3 times.
I don't have TikTok, so no, I don't.
Well, it's on your For You reels on your Instagram or your
I don't
Facebook,
know what
whatever.
you're talking about.
Exactly.
Facebook. I don't get on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay.
I do not, seriously.
Good for you.
It's a dark hole of misery and depression.
Fuck Facebook.
Although, like, Instagram's trying to be like Facebook in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Well,
It used to
yeah,
be
of course.
shielded from people just hating on everything you did.
Oh, by the way, this might be my second favorite song on
Well,
this album.
Facebook
Ew.
owns Instagram.
Disagree.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I love this fucking song.
they always have some like random like
This is the sex
chick
song.
I know. They're always one sex song, but I'm not a fan of this.
Which one is that?
We
Derek?
take turns with Debbie in the dark.
This is the 2001.
Is it?
Debbie in the dark.
I like that you still have all this shit.
It's just mid at best.
Quit saying
Very bad.
fucking man. God damn
We'll
it.
never stop. Can't stop.
So annoying.
This song is top.
Crazy, man.
It's got Blaze on it. That's its only saving grace.
I love some Blaze. That's dope.
Why is it? Why doesn't Blaze?
Oh no, this
have
is
a-
for the first
like,
one. Never mind. This
not
is
playing at the
2000. This
Blaze
is the
rolls
one,
with Twisted.
This is the one we didn't go
Oh.
to. In
How do you
2000.
have that then? No, it's not.
No, that's hold on. Let me see.
That's the 2000 one. The map is for Novi, Michigan.
Where
on the
did we?
back.
I don't know where we got this.
Novi is the very first
Yeah,
gathering.
That's the first one.
I don't know where the fuck we got this.
We didn't go. That's the one we didn't go to.
This might have just been one of those things they had flyers sitting on a table
Yeah.
or some shit.
Here's the 2004 one.
What's the biggest gathering to date, like capacity wise? Do you know?
I don't know.
Probably one of the ones after we went. They got pretty big and crazy after
Yeah.
after we stopped going. And
Those
'Cause,
Cave
like,
and Rock ones were pretty
Cave
big.
and Rock, in Illinois, they got pretty big.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the better
then-
question. Go
Then
ahead.
I
Go
think
ahead.
the Super Gathering might have been pretty big in
Ooh.
2000. Like what was it, 19?
What, the Super Gathering? Yeah.
They had one in
2019.
2008, 17 or 18 that had the Wizard of the Hood for live performance, which was really fucking sweet.
Oh, that would have been cool.
There's a video of that online. It's fantastic.
I believe it.
Highly recommend
They
it.
I
literally,
believe
they have like the stage.
The
is crazy.
footage is great.
Didn't they sell those originally at one of the gatherings back in the day?
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wizard of the Hood?
I had it.
Yeah, the
I think I
Wizard of
gave
the
it to
Hood.
you.
The Wizard of the
think
Hood
so.
was released in 2003.
Anybody got
at
their
that moment.
original 2003?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. I wish I still.
I
did.
gave all my shit to Kyle.
Yeah, that's good play because he'll never get rid of it. Never. All right. So then the better question would be: is if you guys had to estimate all the gatherings you've ever been to, what do you think the amount was? The largest amount?
I think they were around
10,000
10,000 people.
I think 10,000 is soft for
Yeah.
Garrettsville. I think there's probably 15, 20.
Really?
Yeah, in Garrettsville for
Yeah,
sure.
that
They were
last
popping.
that last Garrettsville one went 2005. Because they just kept getting bigger. 2003, 4, 5. By the time 5 came, it was.
It's hard to tell because I'm pretty sure Toledo was around 10,000 and then Peoria was
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
But then
probably.
once you go out to Garrettsville, it's like such a different. You can kind of tell when you're in a fucking
Yeah.
concert venue how many
Agreed.
people are there, but you can't tell when they're spread out in this huge fucking
Yeah.
campsite.
Yes. That's a perfect analogy.
I
Can't
think
tell
I think
until
the
everyone's-
first one in Garrettsville was smaller than the previous years.
It
Not
might-
to mention
it
there's
might
all
have
these
been.
like we just looked at. There's all these
Yeah.
spread out events, and there's no one's in the same area.
And I think
when you're
Garrett's-
talking about like the concert venue, everybody's in that, so you can kind of
It's true. And I think the first Garrettsville was the first time they did full camping.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
before it was just
Yeah.
open and closed at a certain time every day.
Yeah, it
so
was venue shit.
yeah, and I think they realized that the camping hit after that first year of Garrettsville, and they had more spots.
By the way, that campsite we got that first year was
The best.
ridiculous.
It was the
It
best.
was
Yeah.
insane.
It was the best.
ridiculous.
That was with the
Non-stop.
gay guys, right?
No, that was the
first
second
year was
year.
right by the fucking
On
showers,
the main-
right
it
on
was the main trail
Yeah,
to
right when you
get
get
to
the
the
first
main stage.
campsite. Yeah,
I do remember that.
I'll literally remember that first Garrettsville probably for the
it was
rest of my
so
life.
fucking dope.
And then the second
Bro.
one, we were like across that path and down another one.
Yep, that's where you
it
did
wasn't
the.
too far away. And then the third one was in the back where we were with
Yeah.
the gay dudes.
You know, you know they were supposed to do it in Garrettsville in 2020 before COVID.
Really?
It was
Yeah.
coming back to Garrettsville.
On some real shit, if it was in Garrettsville, I would have
Yeah,
considered
they
it.
were doing it was going to be back in Garrettsville, and they were doing a Bazaar year.
Yep.
It was going to be focused on Bazaar.
You can quote me here right now that if they go back to Garrettsville and if y'all are going, I would strongly consider going back.
Hell yeah.
That's the only venue.
would be
That
cool.
was an incredible venue.
Yeah, but
it
dude,
really
the,
was.
The one here is even. I mean, it's closer. It's like a fucking.
I know.
It's like 25 minutes down the road, dude.
I know, but I know. Maybe it's for me. It's nostalgia because we had such good times in Garrettsville. I don't know.
I don't blame you.
It's hard.
Well, if you want, stop by anytime. You can always come in, man.
yeah,
You could definitely sneak in,
Dude, like I said,
we would
need,
never sneak in.
We need
never.
We need a crew to help set up.
All you would have to do is just go out and take his pass and come back in there. I mean, how fucking.
Yeah, if you
You're
need a
part-
setup crew.
You're part of the setup crew.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. That would be cool. I'll bring that up. See what we can do. There's a guy. Alex said ABK got paid to feature, not as a member on this album.
What?
Is that why it's so awkwardly mentioned on there?
But
that
yeah, he
last
says
page?
Blaze and Twisted didn't get paid either for Mud, Water, and Blood.
Whoa.
George, their manager, got Psychopathic to give them masters for recording this, and Psychopathic got the masters for this out of it.
Oh.
According to Alex, I don't know where he got that info, but he said George mentioned that in a interview with MC Lars on his podcast.
So
Oh, very cool.
So even back in 2014, the seeds of the split was already happening.
I mean, I think there was like talk of it prior to this album even coming out, like
I mean,
of Twisted leaving, but it was amicable at that time. It was still
mean-
like, we're just leaving, we're still cool, see you guys.
Twisted left before this album came out.
Was it?
This was 2014, right?
Yeah.
Twisted left in like 12 or 13.
Did they?
Yeah, what, didn't they?
I don't remember, dude.
I thought it was like a year. Didn't they leave in 12 or 13?
When did Abominations come out? That was their last
I
album.
don't remember. I remember, though, we were living in Indianola.
Yeah.
We're living downtown Columbus, so that was like 12 or 13, and I remember that's when Twisted announced they were leaving.
Abominations was 2012.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
They
they
still
Spot-
released this
spot-
after they were gone?
yeah, they released this
I guess
after they
so.
left, but they were still playing to the Juggalos like they were cool with each other. They were still trying to keep it like cool, but they were obviously having business issues.
Damn, I didn't know Seven did like all the production on that album. That's dope.
Seven is a sweet producer as well. He did a lot of Tech Nine shit. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you like Tech Nine production, you'll probably like Seven.
I wish I had a list of who actually did all the production on this album. Oh yeah, I think it did say actually. This song is tight. This is my kind of party. This song's dope.
He's fucking.
This is produced by Seven. Speaking of the devil.
There you go. Yeah, I definitely like the rapping in this song more than I like the track.
Yeah.
This is a good song. It was just odd for me. Somebody had I didn't do my research, and I've been out of the loop for a while. So let's do a Dark Lotus album, and to hear that Twisted was on it, I was a bit confused at first. Like, thought they had a falling out.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
straight,
It's understandable.
It's been long enough since I've been in it, but
This is a pretty obscure album, if you ask me, as far as psychedelic releases go. Just because not that many people want. Like one, Twisted was already gone. People didn't give a shit about. No one was anticipating a fourth Dark Lotus album. I don't think they kind of just dropped this. You know.
okay.
I wouldn't doubt it if it was, a lot of it was recorded before all of that happened.
Yeah.
Could
And,
have been.
like they just had shit ready to go or close.
Yeah.
But I mean, for it being put together, I still like the album as a whole.
Yeah, it's really this. I would bump this album again and again. I genuinely like it for the most part. I might like this as much as like Opaque Brotherhood, which is the previous one.
It's been a long time still listening to Opaque Brotherhood, but I mean,
Hey, thanks for the shout out, Matthew Karn. We see you, buddy. He said, can't wait to see y'all at the gathering. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you. From London. Hell yeah. You coming from London to the gathering, bro? That's what's up. We're looking forward to meeting you, homeboy.
there's a London, Ohio too.
What business come from London, Ohio? That's funny. All right, touche.
Man,
Whichever London it is.
That's how. This song's sweet.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably one of the more standout tracks on the album.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Morbid, I don't think. I know we listened to it prior to the show, but I think that's my favorite song on the album for the
Morbid,
record. And I love Shaggy going he's rapping and he goes, ha! In between every line. It's great.
yeah, it felt the most to me like old school, like vintage Dark Lotus.
Did you ever listen to the Yum Yum?
I did.
Shaggy shined on that pretty good.
Dude, Shaggy still has it.
He's
I'll
got
put
his
it that
shit
way.
together.
I
He
think
really does.
I think
You-
he's even better.
You can tell that he's still trying to
Yeah.
master his craft, or at least still be good at it. You
Yeah.
can definitely
Shaggy
tell.
might be at the top of his game, like rap-wise.
Yeah, mad props. I mean,
Like,
shout out to Joey, but
he had some killer verses on that one.
Yeah, man.
You listen to his pod?
Sometimes I do like it, but most of the pod is spent just them reading super chats, which is kind of obnoxious. So
Dude, he's
Or
always
eating.
doing shit on
Or
social
eating.
media.
They sit there and
Always.
fucking eat.
He's-
and, like,
they do a lot. Yeah.
They're always live streaming or doing weird shit or going to amusement parks or just do like weird funny shit. And I'm here for it.
There.
Matthew says he's coming from England.
That's what's up.
There it
bro.
is.
Can't wait to meet you, bro.
I would imagine that he didn't mean like
I don't
I'm
know.
coming from London and meaning London, Ohio.
I don't know. Maybe from Ohio. I don't know.
That would be the ultimate flex.
I don't know. I don't know.
I,
That is super impressive to
I
come
don't
all the
even-
way from Europe. for
Imagine
gatherings,
if
so.
someone else hops on there coming from Dublin, Ohio.
yeah, exactly. I don't think
You
even
never know.
Juggalos admit they're coming from London, Ohio.
That's all. Quite the travel.
Villainous is when the album starts being all bangers.
Villainous is very dope.
How does that make you feel that someone's coming all the way from London, UK, and you won't even fucking drive 25 minutes?
Let's give it to this guy right here who won't even drive 25 minutes to get in free.
You talking about yourself?
Nah, not me. I got a kid. Man.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder how it'll work because they said they'll let us in an hour early, but I wonder if they'll collect tickets and like I wonder how that'll work.
I don't know. We need a crew.
If you think Kyle can't go to a foam party, I definitely can't go to a foam party.
That's so funny. I keep telling Tara we're gonna have Tara and Adina on an episode.
We just
soon.
gonna,
That would be
dope.
so
That's-
good.
That's gonna be entertaining.
That would be so good.
Are you gonna bring these pictures out?
No, absolutely not.
All I'm saying is keep me away from the gay orgies.
Okay,
I don't want mopox.
all right.
He
Keep
just
me
said
away
he
from the
can't
phone
go.
parties.
He can't go to the phone party. It's the same place. Everyone fucking knows that.
The gay orgy is the phone party. That's funny. He said, "What album is that?" We don't know, Justin Manny. What you're talking about? We're talking about Mud, Water, Air, and Blood. All right, this song is one of my least favorite songs on this album, "The Price of Life." I think it's kind of boring.
Yeah, I could agree.
This is just an interlude. The water. They have 3 interludes: the mud, air, and water. I think.
Are they all the same beat?
I don't think so.
I shall return. I'm gonna piss.
No, wait. I'm just kidding.
I like the usage of the hand.
Two Labatt Blues will do that.
The air is Otis, and the water is Kuma. So, according to this.
So no.
This is Kuma on the beat. All right, that was that. This is like what a lot of people's favorite track is. This is the one with ABK.
This is the one you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The ABK one.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's him.
The song is very
His
dope.
signature list, but I love the track on this song.
Kuma. That's Kuma, bro.
Does
Does he
I
still fuck
love
with the
the track.
Gathering? No.
Who?
ABK?
No.
No.
He rolls with Twisted.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Can they hear this, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Jay's verse is dope.
is one of the better tracks on the album.
He literally starts his verse out with talking about drilling a hole in your head and drinking your brain with a straw. I mean, like the creativity involved in that kind of writing it's great.
Okay.
I love it. That's what you listen to ICP for that kind of shit.
It's true. It's true.
How many times have you heard this album?
Less than 10, I'd say. This
I-
past week I've listened to it like 3 or 4 times.
I only listened to it like maybe 3 times.
Really?
Maybe, yeah. But this is one of the songs, if you were just peruse through the album and just listen to it in the background, this is one of the ones that will stick with you.
Okay.
I'll almost guarantee. Just for the hook and then that kind of like the track itself. It's very reminiscent of like old Joker's cards, that we listened to. So
Jamie's is all references.
it's all villain references.
Yeah, it's tight.
So- for a track called Villainous.
It's a tight verse.
I'd say from top to bottom, the album in its entirety is worth a listen to.
All right.
It really is.
For sure.
You could do worse, as far as like Juggalo albums.
Yeah. As far as like albums released in the past 10 years, I mean, it's up there.
Yeah.
As far as Juggalo albums go. This is Kuma on the beat, Derek. Or Carver.
Every time.
Do you edit that out?
No. I'm good about it when you guys aren't here. I have too many people to address today.
You have to put like a little sound bite or something over
We
it.
could have made
and say
alter
it.
egos for ourselves.
I know you should have.
I should have.
Last time you came on, we were calling you like Sugar Shane or something like that.
All right.
Sugar Shane.
What was I called during the RSW days?
Crazy Christian.
Yeah, I should be that crazy Christian. Yeah.
Crazy
I like,
Christian.
I like how he had a name and a gimmick, but he never wrestled.
You got another one of them
You got PBR, bro?
Yeah, man. Or White Claws or whatever fuck you got.
Oh, by the way, you left those in my house last night.
Oh yeah, I did. You want another one of these?
I'm good right now.
You good?
Oh,
What's up, DC? Glad
Thank
you
you.
made it. This is a great track. I will give you that. I love it.
You have anything else other than that?
I mean, like non-alcoholic.
No, alcohol.
Might be some shit back here if you want to come
I'll
up.
check in here.
This song is one of the top 5 for sure. Top
It's
3
good
probably.
Pretty good hook.
Justin asked which rapper has the best lisp of all time.
I'd hate rappers with lisp, so I don't know. ABK, Necro has a lisp. I don't know any
I
other
can't
rappers
think of
with-
many rappers that have lisps.
He's just saying
outside of-
any rapper?
Yeah, any rapper that you know has.
I don't
lisp.
know who has a.
Noticeable
I
lisp.
don't know.
Biz Markie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, I think yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if we're talking about greatest rappers that have a list, probably Biz Markie, if that's the case.
All right. End of discussion.
Thanks for the discussion, Justin. Man.
Yeah.
I'm like a discussion killer. Just
Boom.
This is 7 on the beat. This song's tight.
I like the piano.
Could you hear Tech 9 on this song?
Yes.
Cha. Cha. Cha.
Does anyone listen to Tech anymore out of you guys?
I listen to everything he puts out, but
Do you?
it's just not that great anymore.
Really?
I listen to the older stuff occasionally. It's on my playlist.
I mean, Tech
Tech
put out some of the fucking greatest rap classics you could ever have, but it just, yeah, I mean,
The novelty wore off, I
It
guess.
did.
well, by the time he put out Absolute Power and yeah, he was already
Yeah, he's already good.
30 something, you know.
He had been doing it for a while.
Yeah, and he'd been doing and his shit, you know what I mean? Like, by the time think about this, by the time Tech 9 put out Absolute Power, ICP was putting out The Wraith,
Yeah,
which
okay.
was the end of their fucking
Yeah.
big career. Tech was just now getting notoriety, and he should have been approaching the end of his career. You know, his big part of
Yeah.
his career. But he was able to start his big career from that point. But I don't think it was ever quite as good. You know,
Is Angelic still your favorite album of his?
Angelic, I think is his. Angelic and Absolute
He was
Power.
still still hungry in Angelic.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was still a little bit hungry in Absolute Power.
I think Angelic is his most like amazing album,
Yeah.
but Absolute Power was
banger
just
front
so
to back.
polished.
That's his great Malenko.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
it
right.
was just so polished, and he just put out banger after
The
banger.
whole
on that
album front to back.
Yeah.
is so good, yeah. Did I give you that vinyl too?
I don't think I have red vinyl. I think it just has I'm a Tell on it. If I'm not mistaken.
But Ever Ready is a great work by Tech 9 as well. I
Yeah.
do like Ever Ready.
It's
Did
hit
you
or
ever
miss.
open that Wraith?
Yeah, I
vinyl?
did.
Piece of shit.
I know.
Fucking money down the goddamn.
I should have bought a used one. And
Oh, you
kept
could
that one
you
sealed.
could still sell that fucking album for.
I like bumping it.
Do you listen to it?
I have. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I borrowed it and bumped
Yeah,
it.
fuck yeah. That's awesome.
It's gotten used.
I hate Jay singing on this song. Sometimes his singing hits.
Is that Jay? I don't know who that is during the hook.
Justin Manning has one of the most interesting comments I've ever read. He said he saw a woman that looked like Tech 9 at Hungry Howie's like 4 days ago.
Whoa.
That is random AF.
I was like, oh,
Hungry Howards are still around?
Please send me a picture.
Yeah. Did
Now
you,
I'm
hopefully,
hungry.
did you take a picture?
What Alex said. Not a fan of Jay and Shaggy's cadence here, but it's a great track otherwise. The concept
agree.
is great. Not many songs about someone dying on a gallows out there.
Bardo Boss. Yeah, we were talking about Tech. I'm not so much a fan of his newer stuff. I do like his older stuff. Angelic, Absolute Power, Ever Ready.
Have you guys ever reviewed Tech on here?
No, we will.
No, we want to.
We definitely should do that.
We will. It's about drive. It's about power. Ninja with a pencil. Drop that on it.
You know you made it when you feature The Rock on your rap
Yeah,
songs.
dude. That song is the shit.
No, it's
I've listened to it. It's fine.
Dude, The Rock fucking spits on that song. I guarantee Tech wrote it first.
100%.
yeah, for sure. But that song is not good.
That song
Wow.
is the shit. ISO comes correct on that. Joey Cool comes correct on that. Tech 9 comes correct on. All of them do. That song is the shit.
Okay.
The Rock is the shit on there.
Nope.
Wow.
I would listen to a whole album of The
Hot
Rock.
take.
He's definitely not the best wrestler rapper.
That's true.
No, it's John Cena.
John Cena for sure.
And then Macho Man.
Yes,
And then
that
Macho
is
Man.
that is correct.
And then Hogan.
And then Hogan. That is true.
I was waiting for that.
Check out Macho Man's album.
Conan wasn't bad.
Who?
Conan, K-Dog.
He rapped? Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
remember he had that rap back at WCW, and then the Kurt Hennig and the other guy came out with
Rap is crap.
is
I
crap.
remember that.
Well, let's not also forget that ICP was once in WWE.
there you go.
Oh, that's true. Rapping wrestlers,
Yes.
they're the top.
They are the top rapping wrestlers.
Then John Cena, then Macho Man, then Hulk Hogan.
So the Rock is at the bottom of the list still.
Yeah.
Now you're like, it's fucking awesome. You're like,
Well, yeah. I mean, he's all right.
after like these other 5.
Literally, like the Rock has been featured on one of the most like one of the best rappers out there, but he's still at the bottom of the list.
Yeah. I mean, look at this competition. Stiff competition.
He's
so-
like memed.
Yeah.
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 If it was good, he wouldn't be mean.
But nowadays, being memed is more important than like having a hit song.
It's not terrible, by the way.
ICP got mean.
That's not. Yeah. Exactly.
And it really made them more famous than what they already were.
It did.
Yeah.
This song, I could take it or leave it.
It's forgettable, in my opinion.
This is their attempt at making like an epic kind of like like a meaningful song or
Yeah.
some shit, but it just doesn't hit.
I don't think those hit quite as much as they used to.
No, I agree.
Nowadays, I want just something funny, clever, and simple.
Give me wit.
Yeah.
What's Jamie doing here?
As soon as you said that, they fell. Oh, man.
He's doing the hey batter batter rap.
That,
That was cool that your wife did that.
Blaze sounds pretty cool right here.
Blaze never disappoints. in
Yeah,
my
I don't
opinion.
mind Blaze when he raps like this.
He's not using his Michigan J Frog voice. That's why.
What?
He uses his Michigan J Frog voice, and Blaze has 2 voices. All right, he has Blaze voice and then Michigan J Frog. This is Blaze.
Why
voice.
is it Michigan J Frog?
What the fuck are you
This is
talking
Blaze voice, where he's like, and I'm rapping and I'm Blaze and I am just a Blaze guy. And then he has this Michigan J Frog voice, where he's like, hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my rat. Yeah.
There it is.
You know,
Okay.
that's what I mean.
All right. Michigan J Frog.
He does that voice often anymore.
right.
So anytime he does his Blaze voice, I'm in.
He does do that Michigan J Frog voice, and when he does it, it's so noticeable.
Really?
After you
All
hear
right.
it.
Well, now I have to hear it. Now that you mention it.
Do you have any references where he does that?
Yeah, I can pull one up. Hold on.
Like the Blaze, one less G Blaze is like the Blaze we all know.
Cool.
We
And
love
like,
that.
if you're just listening to Blaze, you may not
Matter
pick it
of
out.
fact-
But if you listen to it like back and forth, you'll be like, whoa.
I need to download that One Less G in the Hood, man.
That's a great album.
top tier. Even though it's only like a 5 or 6 album track.
He does it on this song, I think. But this song is dope. But
You can do it after we listen to the album.
Well, Blaze had that EP he came out with that was like 4 or 5 tracks or whatever, and then he came out with One Less G, which was like a whole album. Remember? And then that was the one that had like, "Oh Blaze, you nasty." Oh, Blaze,
no, he's
you
good
nasty.
on this. He's good on this. This is Blaze voice.
Yeah, that's the Blaze voice we love. But there's one where he gets super high pitched.
I can't find a good example right here. Hold on. Maybe Escape Artist? I really love Escape Artist, so I doubt he does it on this. Nope. Blaze is coming correct on these songs.
Yeah, that's a pretty dope song. Nope. Damn, that
sounds
song
good on all these
sounds
songs.
hit. That song's hitting, bro.
I know. I'm trying to hate on Blaze, and I can't. Like, I literally can't hate on him. He sounds sweet on every one of these songs. He does it a lot in like features and like whatever newer shit he does. But all this shit, he sounds good, man. I really can't talk shit.
We need to go through some of these Blaze albums. They sound like they're fucking fire.
Yeah, I
man.
know. There he is.
It's not. It's bad, but
he's doing a little
he's
bit.
getting there.
All right, I'm sorry,
He gets
guys.
there where he's like,
Wow, now he got my mom.
yeah, it
like
gets
he's-
really bad. If somebody in the comments wants to leave me an example of a good one where he's doing Michigan J Frog,
Is
let
this
me
like a
know.
known thing?
I've mentioned it before.
Dark
yeah.
Lotus in Bloom has Michigan J Frog voice.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Violent J.
Wait, Violent J, the country singer.
Violent J, the country singer.
We have Violent J, the Southwest Gangstero in here sometimes. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Copy that. I apologize.
I've typed in Bloom and just a
I
bunch
was
of
gonna say,
Nirvana.
it's fucking Nirvana.
I forgot.
In Bloom is a great Nirvana song.
It is.
I'm glad he just had that like queued up. Like, in Bloom. Oh.
All right. I hear. Yeah, I get it.
He is
Yeah,
doing it. He
that's
is doing
night
it.
and day.
It doesn't even sound like the same person.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I mean. Like there is an obvious like weird difference between.
Yeah,
the
there's
two.
like the Blaze where he's using like the tough like gangster
I'm
low
a
voice.
gangster in a blaze, and he's like, I'm a gangster and a blaze, you're dead, homie.
There's definitely the one where he like tries to like heighten the octave.
I prefer the former for sure.
Yeah, old Blaze voice is the shit. He sounds like a thug.
He
Gangster.
sounds like a gangster.
Yeah.
I mean, he just sounds like this when he's
Is he still making
rapping.
shit?
Yeah, I'm Blaze. You're dead, homie.
Yeah, he still raps. Like that album we were like skimming through came out a couple years ago. B&E is a great switch up when it comes to flow from Blaze. I don't know what song he's talking about. B&E. This song is the shit. I like this song a lot. It's slow, but it's fucking dope. Seven on the beat here.
That ain't bad. I like that little.
That shit.
Yeah, it's like a little, almost like a 70s soul sample.
Jamie's not like trying too hard. He's just like,
No.
Yeah,
spitting.
sometimes when Jamie tries too hard is what gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
with this shit.
I agree.
Like I like when Jamie slows down and just raps.
yeah, like you could pay attention.
Yeah.
This shit.
Yeah, like I do like this style he does. Cause I think he has more. He's got more weight to his lyrics when he raps like that.
Yes.
When he's
For
just
sure.
going,
I'm Jimmy Madrox and
it's just like Jimmy Madrox. You can rap fast, but it's not when you. I don't think it's like it fits when he shines.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's some choppers out there. It's like you expect them to rap fast. You want them to rap.
Yes.
Fast. But I don't want Jamie to chop.
I mean, he once in a while it's fine, just to flex, but
Nice job.
you can't do those kind of songs and actually mean shit. I got paper towels somewhere over there.
Here, grab one.
They're right by the 3D printer over there. This song's dope. Oh yeah, the next song has Jay's mom on the hook.
Does it really?
That shit's delicious.
I really hope it does. Jay's mom is psychopathic.
Jay's mom for the 6th.
Jay's mom is the Wraith Shangri-La.
Any girl singing on a song is Jay's mom, just so you guys know.
Actually? Or is this like a troll thing?
No, it absolutely is. Always.
The way you say that, it sounds more like a troll thing.
I'm letting you guys know that that's the truth.
Thank you.
Always has
Thank you.
been.
That's all I need.
Always and forever. It's
How
been
old is
Jay's,
Jay's
mom.
mom?
How old? She's probably 60. No, she's
Oh,
Jay's
God.
50.
My
Yeah,
mom
Jay's-
is 60.
Jay's 50. I forgot. He just turned
Yeah.
50. Yeah, she's got to be 75.
It's going to be 75, 80. You can always, if you want to know how old someone's mom is, just add 20 years to that person.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair assumption.
Usually, it's
Yeah.
about that.
It's about
Usually
right.
about
Yeah.
around about 20 years.
Nowadays, it's not. Now you had 30 years.
I like Jamie doing this singing shit on the hook. I think it sounds dope.
Is Sugar Slam? Is that Violent J's mom? Oh. Is that her singing her stage name? Sugar Slam.
That's
Jay's mom.
That's Jay's wife's name, but we know it's actually his mom.
Okay. Copy that.
Yeah, Jay got with his mom, and
Oh.
they had to hide it,
Okay.
call it her wife.
Okay. All right.
All right, final song on the album,
Hot
track
take.
16.
No, we here at Deck Dell, we do like Sugar Slam, by the way.
We love Sugar Slam.
Okay.
On the real, you know.
Much love, Sugar Slam.
Sugar Slam was cool. I think she did well for Jay, and then he fucked it up by cheating on her.
Mm.
Is that his actual wife?
Yeah.
Was?
Yeah.
Sugar Slam was his wife,
His
but
baby mama.
but he fucked it up.
No.
She was actually a catch. She was actually a good girl, wholesome girl, and he fucked it up. That's what we think, anyway. That's
I was
what
gonna say.
That's what.
We think he cheated on her with Blase Rose.
Yeah, that's what we assume. And Blase
I was
Rose.
just quiet the whole time.
And Blase Rose is a gutter slut.
Oh, you want to see Blase Rose? Do you know who that is?
No, I don't know who Sugar Slam is.
Yeah,
show
same.
Show us side by side.
Yeah, show them the difference between Sugar Slam and Blase.
Let me see if I can even look up Sugar Slam.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
she's
she
not
goes-
that active on. She's not that active on social media, which is a good thing.
All right. No results.
Yeah, if you can't just type her in and find her a bunch of fucking scandalous pictures of her, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this? No, I don't know. Can't find her. Blase is like tiptoed or something. I don't know her fucking username. God damn it. Why can't I find anybody
Look
on
it up on
Why on
Google.
Instagram?
Just go to
Why on
Google.
Instagram? Jeez, what are you
Please.
doing? Let me guess their fucking at.
Yeah, there's Sugar Slam. Man, she was on that show they did, remember?
Yeah, so this is Sugar Slam. That's Jay's wife, baby mama, ex-wife, baby mama.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Where's the other one?
She cute.
She is cute.
Yeah, like she was pretty cute on that show they did. That was the show where she had that red hair.
Okay. Yeah.
What was that show called? The fuck was it on? It was on like fucking Spike TV or so. Fuse.
Hold on, Paul. Stay right here for a second. Go back. Anyone have a fucking hatchet pendant like that?
No.
No.
Damn.
Got rid of mine.
She had a Dawn one. She probably had the one with the diamonds and gold and everything.
Probably.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
so-
she was a cute little blonde. That's her. That's Jay's baby's mom, right there.
Okay. So now what's the other one?
She was a wholesome lady. Blase is complete opposite.
Oof.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Downgrade, bro.
Oof.
Yeah. And this was just
Kyle's in this shit. She's definitely gothic.
I'm into Blase Rose for sure.
well, Blase is definitely body wise.
Let me find her Instagram. That's where the good ones are.
I think she got a tit job that Jay paid for, from what I heard. This was just rumors online, but I did hear that.
It's not even a real one. It might be.
Twitter.
That's Twitter. Oh yeah, look, here you go.
Yeah, that's her now.
Don't care. This is filtered stuff, like at certain angles with a professional
That looks like a
photographer.
that looks like a
that
different
gr- that
person.
that chick in real life looks nothing like that.
That looks
Look,
like a
she-
different chick than
She's got a tattoo down here that says Joseph Bruce or whatever, or Joe Bruce.
Is that who he's with now?
No, he was with her at a certain. What is this?
This is
Uh,
on
she's
her
put-
Twitter.
She took pictures of like chickens and shit.
Okay. Well,
If you really want to know anything about that chick, just type in like
She has an OnlyFans.
look at live Juggalo podcast where she's been on to really get a good concept of what she is.
not interested.
No, I'm good.
You don't want to know.
No.
Sugar Slam, on the other hand, was a very
You wife Sugar Slam, you fuck Blase.
yes.
You don't wife
I don't
Blase.
fuck blase, but yeah, I hear you. Shit seems blase to me.
Oh, good one. Nice.
There was a last year. There was a line, and you know what, Blase, if you're listening, I'm sorry. You did this to yourself. I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sugar Slam, if you're listening, you're awesome. I miss you.
We love you.
Now there was a line last year that what's his name? R.A. the Rugged Man said last year on stage that me and my brother laughed at.
What?
There was a when R.A. the Rugged Man took the stage last year at the gathering, there was a fan that did something and pissed him off, like threw something at him or like jumped up on stage or did something weird. And it was some chick. And he was like, "Oh, you look like a 70-year-old Blase." He's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding." So you can tell he don't like Blase either.
That's
He's
funny.
kind of like ragging
That's
on
good.
it. Yeah.
I like that.
And me and my brother were like, just looking at each other like, did he just say that? It's kind of funny. Which R.A. the Rugged Man, if you've never listened to, is a fucking dope ass rapper.
Yeah, I've listened to.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, R.A.'s the shit.
Justin Manny said Blase is gonna look like Marilyn Manson in 5 years.
If she's lucky.
Bobby Babin Jr. says this album is unbearable. I hate the production, the half-assed rhymes, etc., etc. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I said that. I didn't mean to say that. I hate that.
He said the nerve to feature a former member. What does that
They had the
mean?
nerve to feature a former member. All right, bro.
What did
Settle
you
down.
hate that you said?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't hate anything.
You said something. You're like, I hate that I said that.
Oh, I said
Fair enough.
fair enough.
Is it just like a tick?
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a bitch thing to say.
It is what it is. It's neither here or there.
Yeah. You don't like any of those?
Justin Manny says RA is top 5. I agree, dude. RA is the shit, and he had a fan way before the Juggalos. He had a fan base way before the Juggalos. He's been around since the early 90s. He's rapped with the likes of fucking Biggie and all kinds of big-ass rappers, and RA is the fucking shit. And he was blackballed from getting signed. The major labels blackballed him early on because they didn't fucking agree with his antics on stage and shit.
What do you think about this song? This is the final song on the album.
It's an okay final song.
I like it.
Yeah, like I would agree. It's okay.
I think it's one of the better final ending songs. Like, it's better than the final ending song on Opaque Brotherhood or Black Rain.
Do you think it's better than Mass Murder Makes Me Happy?
No.
It's
It's
Juggalo
not better
Family.
yeah, it's not better than that.
Juggalo Family is the.
Mass Murder Makes Me Happy.
There's not many songs better than that.
I fucking love that. Dead Bodies make me
Yeah,
happy.
well, and I love that song too because of nostalgia. But if you really think about that, that song is super annoying.
It is, but I like the two separate versions because you had a Mars version, you had an ABK
Yeah.
version in the chorus.
Now, I listened to the ABK version yesterday and wanted to blow my brain.
The Mars version is
Until
far,
the eternity.
Yeah, the Mars version is far.
I literally would
superior.
rather kill myself than hear
Mar-
the ABK
Mars is
version.
far
But if you take
superior.
away your fucking nostalgic lenses off of that song, it's really stupid.
Yeah, of course.
I like the verses though. Like, I mean, the shit they're saying in it isn't stupid.
Whatever happened to
Yeah.
Mars?
They just fell out for whatever
No,
reason.
I mean like just in his career.
Oh, he's now a gospel rapper. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he is. I've watched
Whoa.
some of his YouTube shit.
Yeah?
I mean, I think he's a cool dude. I really do like.
I don't know
Mars.
much about him,
Yeah.
the man. He seemed like a nice guy at the time.
Like
but
he's really like cool with everybody now.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like
cool.
I think he's over all that ICP shit and he's like cool with them and everything.
he should come back.
His several very, very good tracks.
Yeah, he's
very, very
he's
skilled.
definitely become like a person that's like forgave and forgot and everything.
Well, that's good.
And so he's a cool dude.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
We should get him on the show. You want to get him on here?
I'd like to, dude. He is a dope ass rapper.
All right,
You
Mars.
can't fucking take it
Hit
away
me
from
up.
Mars, dude.
Cannot.
I mean, he was probably the best rapper on Tales by far. I
Really?
mean, Jay. As far as Jay's
Hot take.
As far as Jay, I think Jay is the most interesting rapper on that album because of just how
You're
fucked-
saying skill wise.
as far as like skill wise and like just voice and like just flow and like smoothness. Like Mars was by far, in my opinion, the best rapper on the
All right.
album.
I mean, I can't
Jay
argue
was
with
the
that,
most
I guess.
interesting to listen to though because of just the shit he said on that album. You know, everybody else is cool, but it's hit or miss. I mean, Jay and Mars on that album is the shit. I could do a Jay and Mars just an album
They were about to.
of Jay and Mars from that era. That would have been a dope fucking album.
They were going to. They were doing that. They did that one song together that fucked him. Remember
Yeah.
that song?
Yeah, I do remember.
kind of.
But they were. I think Mars was going to be on the Bloody Brothers. Actually, I think at the time.
But Jay was in his fattest, most depressed, dark time during that era, so he was writing some really fucking weird, fucked up shit, and it like worked. It worked really well, and he didn't care about flow. Like Jay's flow on that album is not great
on Tails, yeah.
on Tales, but what he's saying in his voices and just his characterization is what does it. Is
Yeah.
what makes it so fucking good. His flow's horrible. He didn't care about flow.
But he
at
was
that
saying funny, interesting shit.
Yeah, he was just in that zone, and like he just didn't care about flow at that point. And then years later, he started trying to care about flow a little bit more and be like more of a rapper.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what took away from some of that shit.
DC Fago guy said "Let It Rain" is definitely better than Juggalo Family. Fight me.
Are you coming to the gathering, DC? Because I'm going to set up one between you and Keezy.
Bobby Babin said, "Is it true they did this album as an ultimatum for a performance or for masters for Twisted albums or something?" So he heard that rumor too. Somebody else confirmed that earlier on the show, or at least mentioned that. My boy used to bump Mars, Gorilla Pimpin'. I had the Mars Lung Fu Mo Shi album. I bought it like when they first started fucking with Mars. I went to Media Play and bought it, and I really did listen to that album a lot. I think Richard ended up stealing it from me because he really liked it more than I did. He borrowed it several times. I don't think he ever gave it back.
What a bitch.
I know. He's no Jason Easterling, but he's still a bitch.
He said Bobby Brain Jr. or Bobby Babin Jr. Sorry, Bobby Brain. Bobby Babin Jr. says you're right. After the first 6, they wanted to establish themselves as MCs, and I think that's a big thing that hurt them. They tried to become MCs and rappers.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
no, be your fucking selves. Like, who gives a fuck about your flow and shit? Just say cool shit.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
do agree.
witty and funny.
Yeah, exactly. Put on a show.
Yeah.
You know, we
I
don't care
don't-
about your
Agreed.
rap talent.
Yeah, I never gave.
We care about
fuck-
your creativity.
Yeah, I never gave a fuck about ICB's rap talent.
Yeah, it's never what it's been about.
It's never been about their flow and
Yeah.
how fucking they're Maltese and shit like that.
Right.
You know,
We care about their content. Literally, the shit they're saying.
The only thing I ever cared about was their characterization and their fucking puns and their fucking metaphors, and that's all I ever cared about.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. We got the most British message ever from Matthew Carm. He said, "Thanks for the brilliant episode, lads, and see you at the gathering." Thanks. Thanks, bro. We appreciate that.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
No, don't, man. We're doing horrible.
Why is someone it's asking? Yeah, Eric and Shane. You know where you can find Jason Easterling?
He's a villain of the show because he stole my original Tales from the Lotus Pod disc.
Did you tell them you got that disc back?
Oh yeah, I didn't
Who
get
the
my
fuck is Jason Easterling?
Jolene Easterling's brother.
Oh, my
You want to know what? I think I work with him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We'll talk about that off camera, but
Dude.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Tell him I want my fucking
Dude, this
CD
is
back.
We'll talk about it off camera.
This is like a legit like
Breaking
hot
news.
take.
Wow.
News right now.
breaking
Wow.
news.
Wow,
did
dude.
not see
Really?
that coming.
Last time I knew he was a truck driver.
There's a guy that I work with his name is Jason Easterling.
Was he a truck
and
driver?
He's close to your age.
Yeah, I mean that might be him.
Ask him if he was a truck driver.
Do you have a big dick?
What?
Is he shaved?
You know that?
Does he shave his head?
It's like he has short hair.
Yeah.
He wears glasses. He's small frame.
All right. Please ask him for my
shorter dude.
Ask him if he has my. Say, do you remember when
Taller
you borrowed
me.
my brother's
I don't know.
Tales from the Lotus Pod album, like back in 2002?
Yeah, just randomly accost this dude, even though he's probably.
I
not
know,
the same
right? It
guy.
might not even be the right dude. You'd have to show me pictures
Hey.
of what you guys have. and
I
then
think
maybe
last time I
compare
knew
and
he
contrast.
moved back to Dayton.
Okay.
I don't think he's
Okay.
I mean,
he
that's
don't
a
work
that's an interesting name. What's the odds
Yeah.
that it's another
Yeah.
guy named
He
that?
was a truck driver from Dayton. He's
Okay.
definitely not. I
Okay.
doubt he's working.
You have a
with
photo
him.
of him?
I don't.
I know exactly what it looks like. If you could show me,
He works in the parking department in my building, so
parking department. So he moves trucks and shit.
something like that. He's in the vehicle business, moving of such.
Sounds like it's him.
What a son of a bitch.
Eric, let's just say Jason owes us all something.
I'll look into it.
All right, please do.
I'll do my best.
We'll follow up.
Yes, we'll circle back.
Well,
What?
I think it was a good album. I think it was a decent album.
You had to rate the album. What would you give it?
1 through 10, 1 through 5. What do you mean?
It would give it A through F.
A through F.
Interesting.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, switch it up.
I would give it
A being the best, F being the worst.
Yes.
I would give it a C plus.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
mine.
didn't Shane hadn't listened to it.
I
so-
just listened to it for the first time. I would say just a C.
It does get better the more you listen to it. I will say that. My personal.
I'd say I've listened to it. This is probably the third time I've listened to it, and I do like it. I think it's grown on me slightly, so I'll give it a little bit better than a C+. I'll probably give it a B-.
Okay. I was going to be in the C range, C-.
I was thinking of giving it a B, but I was like, I would probably give Opaque Brotherhood a B-.
They could have done worse. I mean, but I think Dark Lotus sits different. At least for me, it always sits a little different.
And then speaking of the the actual climate that they were working with at this time, the beef between them and shit, and they were still able to put this out.
And it's cohesive. Like the songs are like they're finished. They're well produced. The hooks are good. Like they're good concepts. Like all around, it was done well. It's just
I agree.
They've done others better.
Yeah.
It's really what it boils down to, I guess.
Agreed.
I don't think they set out to make like an amazing piece of art with this album. I think they just wanted to shit out a Dark Lotus album, and they did a pretty good job for what they did.
It's just the problem with, I think, albums like this, especially with like when you're working with other artists and things like that. Like that first one, like Tales, it's a fluke that it's that good.
It's magic. It's lightning in a bottle.
It's magic. They're all in the studio. They're all
Proper
young. They're all
analogy.
just trying to get something great out, and it just happens to happen.
And then they try to capture that. They're chasing that dragon for the next several albums.
And then the rest of the albums, it's never going to be
I
like
know.
that.
You know,
For ICP themselves, just Jay and Shaggy, when they're doing the Joker's cards back in the 90s, that was different because they literally had a calling to do to devote their life to it.
Yeah.
Every single album.
And this is some shit they kind of came up with and executed and worked, thankfully, but it was never part of the plan.
Yeah,
So yeah, I feel that. As far as it being the final Dark Lotus album, I'm not like disappointed in it. I think it probably is. I mean, I put it on par with Opaque Brotherhood. I was gonna say I think it's the worst of the four, but I think that and Opaque are about the same. But that's not to shit on either album. I would give them both good grades. You know,
it's just they have stiff competition because the first two albums were so good.
And that's it. That's really what it boils down to.
Yes, if the first two weren't so great.
What do you think the first two grade?
I mean, Red Tails is probably one of the best psychopathic releases of all time.
It's
if
top
you ask
five.
me.
It's top
A.
five for sure. Yeah.
It's A.
Yeah.
Black Rain, I would give like a B.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just B minus C plus.
Those two I listen to a lot.
So yeah, I mean, Black Rain had its faults, but
I liked Black Rain a lot.
me too. It was a good follow up, but after
was.
that, it was like they kind of just burned out on ideas.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's what a lot of their later career is for all of the groups included too. It's just like they've used up all their good ideas, so they have to really pull shit out of their ass to make something interesting for the new shit. And it's harder than it looks. Is all it boils down to.
I think it was interesting the overall gimmicks of the albums for each one, because Red Tails was like a black magic album. It was Dark Lotus practicing black magic.
Yeah, sure.
Black Rain was more of the psychological album where they were in their minds. It was like a mind fuck, because a lot of those songs were about that. But they also had like pretty classic type of shit like Hell House. They were just talking about a haunted house.
They were in the family like pocket at that
Yeah,
time,
they were
and,
still-
and so they were. It was easier, even if they were shitting it out. Like they were so in the zone that it was like it would have been good.
You
no
could tell
matter
it was
what.
a shit out album, but it was still done very well because they
Yeah.
were all still clicking.
Yeah, because I mean, we talked about this earlier. They turned the album over so quickly. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a shit out
Still
album,
good.
but it was done really well. It was still just good. It was a good album. And then Opaque Brotherhood was more of a.
It was like they had to do it.
But I think they got the gimmick pretty good,
Yeah.
which was like the occult.
Yes.
They had like the occult gimmick in that one.
So I think they were kind of like they were still establishing like what does Dark Lotus even mean,
Yeah.
and Opaque
Well,
was finally filling that.
Yeah.
Hole.
And I think through all the albums they were discovering more things about like
what direction
the
to take
darker
it?
side of shit, like black magic, the occult,
So what would this album be then?
This one I think was more paganism, like
'Cause this-
from the earth, blood.
Yes.
It was more of like a almost like a witchcraft album.
Yes, the symbolism in this album
Yeah.
is a lot of it's very paganish because with
Yes.
the mud, water, and air is all like they talk about it in the little sketches and in the song whatever the drought I think and Let It Rain. They talk about like how it needs the lotus flower needs and then the blood, but the blood is like what makes it come alive, and I think they're using that as a metaphor for themselves as well. And even in Let It Rain, they're like they're using a lot of metaphors and symbolic language in that regarding that.
I would like to know like how far they researched the occult and things like that to do these albums. Because I'm assuming they got more educated on the shit as the albums went on.
Yeah, probably.
You know, black magic is one of the first things you think of when you think of like the darker side of shit. You go, oh, black magic. Right. You know?
Well, even like Blaze, especially in his verse on this song, I think he drops a few like Egyptian type references. He's like says something about right out the River Jordan. So like that's not a lyric you just pull out your ass. Like you probably looked at like some shit. Like I want to write a verse about this. Let me look at some references for this area or whatever. You know.
Yeah, black magic is like the mainstream thing people think about, but when you get further into the cult, you research more and you realize more about witchcraft and you realize more about, you know, brotherhoods and the occult and things like that. So I think they actually did more research as they went through these albums.
I would hope so. I know if I was in their position making a Dark Lotus album, I'd be looking up some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, let me get some cool references that I'm not going to put on an ICP or Twisted song. Let me get some, like, creepy, weird shit that just for this, you know? And that's the kind of shit I know I would do. So they're probably doing it, too.
When did Opaque Brotherhood come out?
2008.
So you had 01, 02, then 08, and then so it was like
14,
like 6 years between the next two.
Yeah, they had a lot of time between some of these albums.
But I don't think they spent 6 years. They probably shitted this out in 30 days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just a long time. Back to back, year to year, and then 6 years, 6 years. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, it probably got harder for them to work together like this.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
there goes Blaze dropping. Shit.
Blaze sounds dope.
Right here.
Like he's not overdoing it.
He's staying on topic.
Staying on topic, staying on beat, keeping it simple.
Keeping his Blaze voice.
Yeah. I think it's a dope blast song.
Yeah, I like the metaphor. He says, "For all of us trying to grow, let the rain come down." What do you think he means by that?
I mean, I think that's a pretty simple line.
For those drying in the heat of the sun,
Yeah.
let it rain, let it pour. How
Yeah.
about a rainstorm?
I think it is simple. I don't think there's like a double meaning or anything to it. And that's the thing with psychopathic artists. A lot of these guys are not the cleverest, most educated kind of writers. So a lot of times when they get double meaning lines, sometimes it's an accident.
Yeah, sure.
And then sometimes it's like it's meaningful, but a lot of times a lot of those lines, I think, just because of the guys we're dealing with here, they're just simple lines.
Yeah.
You know.
I think this one in particular I think they meant it.
Yeah. I mean, these most of these guys are, you know, people from, you know, these guys are from Detroit, and a lot of them didn't graduate. You know, they're literally not the smartest, but they are
Creative.
They're very creative, and they can, you know, and they can put something together that works.
This song's dope, man. We'll wrap it up here. Let's see. Rodney says, getting ready to see you all 3.5 days. Thanks, Rodney. We'll see you there, bro. I don't think there's hardly anything, what's it say? Esoteric on any Lotus past Red Tails. Mars was the occult element. You're right. I do agree that.
Well, I mean, I think the whole point of Dark Lotus was to tap into that occult element. I don't think it was like, you know, I mean, black magic, all the shit that they rapped about in that first album. You know, and again, I don't think like Twisted and Shaggy really knew that much about the occult. Maybe Jay was getting into it, and he was, you know, because he was the kind of the, what would you say, like the forefront of psychopathic at that point. Maybe he was getting into it because he had people from Hollywood going like, you guys are ICP, you guys could be bigger. if you guys get into this shit, man, it's gonna bring more shit to you. Maybe Jay had a little bit of that
Sure.
in his mind, but I don't think Twisted and Shaggy gave a fuck about the occult.
No, I
they're
doubt it.
They're just following the footsteps.
Of course.
Hey, write about this, okay, and they're doing what little research they have to do to get their verse out. But it's just they were so in tune with each other at that time, they were able to make it work really well.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
But I think as the years went on and as the albums went on, they all knew more about the occult than they had in that prior to that first album. Just because of the internet and just how everybody knows about more of this shit.
Yeah, I think the internet was like barely a thing in
Yeah.
2001, you know. So,
Agreed.
but yeah, so Mars, you're right. Mars probably did bring a lot of that shit.
Question. He says 3.5 days. When does it start?
Wednesday.
Does it
Wednesday.
really start on a Wednesday?
And there's no Sunday no more.
It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's such a weird time to start.
Yeah.
You guys are going.
They always started early. Oh,
I know it's.
We'll be there Wednesday morning.
Yeah, it used to be Thursday.
Wednesday morning, we're getting
Thursday's like a no day.
We're getting there at 11. We're going to bump Pug Ugly, hopefully, and be able to review it. That'd be great. We will be broadcasting live, man. So come find us. Come hang out with us at the Shadowlands tent Wednesday at noon. We'll be there. All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
You ready to wrap it up?
Let's do it.
Anybody got anything else?
No.
Good? Everybody
Yeah,
good?
thanks for the invite.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Hope y'all had fun. We'll see y'all Wednesday live from the Gathering of the Juggalos. Thanks for joining us.
whoop.
We had a great time today. You got anything else, Carver?
I ain't got none.
All right, let's shuffle the fuck up on out of here.
We'll slide it back into the deck.
All right, we'll see y'all next time on Deck Wendell. Peace.
Peace.
Have a great time. See you. See you at the Gathering.